Yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we back with you. We are live today. We got the Charlotte Hornets live taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. This should be an action-packed evening. We're gonna talk about what happened last game. We're gonna discuss a whole lot of big baller brand, including Lonzo. We might even talk about some Leangelo tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But this is, if I'm not mistaken, we coming up on, if not the final preseason game, one of. They have another one against the New York Knicks, but nonetheless, we are creeping up on this season, and all roads lead to Game One against the Brooklyn Nets, and we can't wait until Game One, ladies and gentlemen. I truly believe that the Charlotte Hornets is going to win. They're going to set the season off on a good note, on a good tone. And I'm just very excited, ladies and gentlemen. The Charlotte Hornets, I repeat, will be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies live. We don't know who's playing for the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't know if we're going to see Ja Morant, but if we do, we will let you know. Salute to everybody in the chat. Shout out Miguel Vasquez. We will be streaming the game, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be keeping you up to date with all news, updates, and more involving Lamelo Ball, MB1, the one of one. Um, Listen, last game was just tremendous. Let's keep it 100. We got a chance to look at Cooper Flag, his first pretty much outing at point guard, and we seen the Charlotte Hornets handle business. I like what I seen. Actually, um, Miles Bridges, we maybe had a Miles Bridges coming out party, ladies and gentlemen. I seen Miles doing it all, and that was against AD. Now it was the preseason, so I am gonna pump the brakes. But listen, Miles Bridges was playing the brand of basketball that I've been waiting for Miles Bridges to play like. I was just really amused at what I was looking at from Miles Bridges. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. Miles Bridges was attacking the basket. He was hitting threes, and I'm not too happy about Miles shooting all these threes, but when he's making them, I mean, we got to pay the utmost homage. I mean, it is what it is. Um, so we're gonna get into it all, ladies and gentlemen. The Charlotte Hornets are back. And they're going to be taking on, I repeat, the Memphis Grizzlies. I want to get into the, the stat line for the previous game. Like I said, we was just discussing Miles. He put up 20 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. I like that. Let's hope we could see more of that from Miles Bridges. Taking on that load. Pause. Obviously, we know that we got young players all over the board right now for Charlotte. So they're gonna need all hands on deck, especially with their veterans. Lamelo Ball, I mean, he was electric. You know what he's about in preseason game. He put up 20 points. Miller 15. We also seen a start from Kalkbrenner, the rookie. Who's going to pay dividends for the Charlotte Hornets. He put up 14 points and 10 rebounds with a steal and a block. All of these things are very, these are good things to see. Khan Knipple coming out with 12 points. There's pressure on Mr. Khan, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you now, it's going to be something with these rookies. We shall see. That goes with Cooper, that goes with Ace Bailey, that goes for Khan Knipple. Even my man in San Antonio. Listen, it's about to get electric, ladies and gentlemen. It's Flight Sports TV. We are minutes away from tip off. The Charlotte Hornets are back. It's about to go down. Listen, we got all access in the building. Dex, what's the deal? It's Flight Sports. We live. What's your thoughts on this upcoming game tonight? What are you expecting from Charlotte, and how are you pleased with their preseason play?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ. Flight, thank you very much. Tonight's game, you got a few people that's listed on the injury list that are significant. And for the Memphis Grizzlies, that's Ja Morant and Zach Edey. Zach Edey is definitely out. Brandon Clark is definitely out. But Ja Morant and Scottie Pippen Jr. are game time decisions. So we'll see how that play out. And then we have Grant Williams for Charlotte as well as Josh Green. their game time decisions as well. We'll see if they get an opportunity to get their feet wet before the season is fully engaged as they will take on the Brooklyn Nets. Charlotte last outing was, it was just it was okay. I wasn't totally impressed, but I wasn't pessimistic either. I thought Cooper Flag played a genuine game. AD was out there just, just he was just out there. I don't think he took it serious. And Cooper Flag just wanted to show Lamelo that, hey man, it's a new kid in town. So if you ain't careful, I'm finna strip you from your publicity. And Luca is up there in LA by himself, so there's no LeBron James plume hovering over Luca and the Lakers. So we're going to see how this pan out with these point guards. That's going to shine. You got Luca's established. You got Melo trying to get back to the level he once was in his first 2 seasons as a Charlotte Hornet, and then you got the new kid on the block, none other than Cooper Flag himself. The name is All American and is very, very I can say edible, pause, because it's not a difficult name to pronounce and it sounds very American. Cooper Flag is almost close to Captain America. So we'll see how that rounds out, as well as Ace Bailey up in Utah. And man, Ace Bailey, you see the type of basketball he's been playing, Flight, in this preseason. We know we was robbed in the summer league as they yanked him and shut him down prematurely. But man, Ace Bailey looking very stout and is looking like a manimal out there, Flight.
Dex, I don't mean to cut you off, but could you imagine if the Charlotte Hornets, now you was on top of this, pause. You was upset. I was clamoring for him to take Ace Bailey. As you see him doing what he's doing, could you imagine him on the wing with LaMelo and Miller and Miles? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I like Con Knipple. It's gonna be pressure on him, but Ace looked like he read. Just give me the goddamn ball. Do you think Charlotte dropped the ball, and will the jury be out all season?
Flight, you know, I was very adamant and very frustrated with my disappointment of Charlotte passing on Ace Bailey, thinking that they had enough, thinking that I guess Brandon Miller would be that which Ace Bailey is trying to be. At the same time, when you're a team that's constantly laying down in the muck and mire of the basement, you have to take talent. And once you get to talent, then you have to try to coach the talent or move the talent to get better seasoned players who fit around the scheme that you are trying to devise night in and night out in the Spectrum Center or abroad. So that's what my complaint was when it came to the passing of Ace Bailey. Con Knipple, nah, he's nowhere near that. Like, we know that. Charles Lee, from my observation, seems to be trying to press Con Knipple to be that shooter that the Charlotte Hornets fan base always yearned for. And he came on towards the end of the game, but during the meat of that fest, Con Knipple was nowhere to be found. He couldn't make a shot. I mean, he couldn't throw the basketball into the sea. So that is kind of disturbing so far, because it's only going to get more aggressive as the season progresses, because these players are going to get their legs up under him. And yes, he might get his legs up under him as well. But Con Knipple doesn't appear to be that athlete that I'm looking over at his former teammate, Proctor, over there in Cleveland. You see that boy Proctor over there? I mean, Duke got some boys in the league. You follow what I'm saying? And Proctor over there with a very, very strong team with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he's showing much, much promise. While Con Knipple, the jury is still out on him. If it wasn't for the heroics of Miles Bridges, I think there would be a lot of critique and condemnation on Con Knipple if that wasn't the case with Miles Bridges' heroics and Lamelo Ball just smooth walking through that game and hitting the points that he hit. And I don't think Melo played the fourth quarter. I think he did that early in the third quarter and then never saw action again.
Yeah, absolutely, Dex. I'm with you there, but like I said, the jury will be out. I know that the talks about Khan Knipple was he was going to be this shooter. He's this, and like I said, I'm not gonna do Con Knipple dirty, but I just would have loved Ace Bailey there. He's from Atlanta, Charlotte. That's right down the block. I just thought that was a match made in heaven. And I wish that Peterson, I know that he's a young executive, Dex. It's another thing that people don't, because Ace Bailey never wanted to go to Utah either. You know, you had the Angels of the world. You're talking about veteran leadership there. You know, just snatched the rug right under Bailey. You see, he ended up firing his agent, everything. Just um, what do you think about Peterson and his youth? You know, don't you think that? Do you think that prevented him from making a pick like that? You know, because I thought that would have been a real, because he didn't work out for you. You know, you had to really do your due diligence. And just take him and hope for the best. What do you think about the difference in leadership between the Angels and the Petersons and the age? Talk to me. Dex, I don't know if you heard me, but if you did, you could come off mute. But what
Okay, I got you.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, Danny Ainge is a seasoned, discerned decision maker. Danny Ainge is not going off of feelings and emotions. Danny Ainge is not going off of ego. Danny Ainge is trying to build a team up there where the Mormons reside that will be paraded and cheered for 41 games and 41 games away. So that's what Danny Ainge is priding himself on. He wants to prove that his Phoenix journey was an aberration and his Boston journey was not an anomaly. He wants to prove that wherever he go, he can build a winning basketball program despite attitudes, differentials, and dismal acceptance. Whereas Peterson, the young guru that I believe he could be and should be, I think he's still working off of ego.
Yes.
And when someone don't want to work out for you, he's like, okay, cool. We ain't gotta have you. We
Yeah.
good. As long as they got Lamelo, they can do that to players.
Yes, you're right about that. I would have loved him with LaMelo, though, but nonetheless, we are underway. We do have Jaren Jackson Jr. in the building for the Memphis Grizzlies, and he just scored a bucket all over. I think that was over the rookie. It's 2-0 right now, Memphis. 11:30 to go in the first. Here goes LaMelo Ball, NB1, the one of one. Here we go. LaMelo putting moves on, and they just turned it over. Here comes the Memphis Grizzlies. We got KCP out there. They did make some movements out here. Memphis has made some changes. Here comes Brandon Miller to an alley-oop to Miles. Miles is attacking the basket once again. We seeing a change. Somebody must have whispered in his ear. Pause. Here we go. Jaren Jackson moved it to KCP. Screen and roll. Don't be surprised if we see a heavy dose of KCP. And big time floater there for Memphis. There is no John Morant, but here goes LaMelo. They kick it out to Con Knipple to Brandon Miller. Cross court. Money. Brandon Miller. Big time three in the corner. Big three from the Hornets. Here we go. It is 5-4. Charlotte. 10:30 to go. Here goes Memphis, KCP with the ball. They dumped it out to Jaren Jackson Jr. We got Miles Bridges versus Jaren Jackson. This should be a fun situation. Miles holding it down. Good defensive stop. Rebounded by Ryan Kalkbrenner. Here comes LaMelo Ball. LaMelo has it. Screen with Miles. LaMelo moving it around. LaMelo with a big time floater, and he couldn't make it, but a big time putback by Kalkbrenner. Kalkbrenner, he out there working. Was that an offensive interference? They might have called him for offensive interference there. But this guy, Ryan, I mean, he getting the start. They need him too. We keep talking about all these start. I mean, if Ryan could come in there and start right now, the Hornets, they locked up. So that was an offensive interference. Here we go. Big time three down for Memphis. It looked like they took a foot on. I guess Brandon Miller. Did Miller have a Miller might have his foot on the line. Miles Bridges with a big time three. Miles Bridges is working. He done had a dunk and a three. So Miles is going to play him from the inside out. And this is all I've been asking for Miles Bridges to do. It's 8-7 right now. Here we go. Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis loses the ball. Turnover. Turnover by Memphis. Here comes LaMelo. LaMelo has it. Inbounding to Con Knipple. Con Knipple has the ball. Con kicks it out to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges shaking and baking. Miles, three ball, top of the key. Money, back-to-back threes from Miles. Miles putting his team on his back. Miles Bridges waking up. This guy's really Mr. Charlotte Hornet. I'm keeping it 100 with you. Here we go. KCP in the mid-range. That's off. Rebounded by Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller has it. Here goes Miller. Miller shaking and baking. They kick it out to Con Knipple for three, and that's off. Here we go. Big time miss right there for Memphis. Here we go. We got Jaren Jackson with it. Jaren Jackson going all the way to the cup, and he scores it. Big time make right there from Jaren Jackson. It's 11-9. Here goes Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller cross court. Top of the key. Three, and it is off. Rebounded by Landau for Memphis. Here comes the Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies has it. They're shaking and baking. KCP kick out. Back to KCP. KCP screen. Three ball for Memphis, and it is off. Rebounded by Miles Bridges. Here comes LaMelo Ball. LaMelo has it. Kick it out to Miles. Miles, another three. Triple threes. He missed it. I must say that would have been 3 threes in a row. Here we go. Here's KCP. KCP has it. Top of the key three ball, and that's money. KCP. And there we got the first time out there from the Charlotte Hornets. So they got this score completely out of whack. If I'm not mistaken, it's 12-11 right now for the Charlotte Hornets. We got a break in the action, Dex. What's your thoughts with this frenetic pace coming from the Charlotte Hornets and the Memphis Grizzlies?
Well, it looks like the Charlotte Hornets is playing their style of basketball.
Yes.
Memphis is minus a couple of players, especially their team MVP John Morant. So I don't know if they can keep up and keep the ball inside the lines without multiple turnovers. But this is what Charlotte wants to do. So so far so good. Let's see if Con Knipple can get his confidence going and get his shot going.
Yes, absolutely, Dex. Good call there. We got a break in the action, y'all. It is 12-11. The Charlotte Hornets are cooking right now. Listen, I love what I'm seeing from Miles Bridges. I think that hopefully this is the new norm. We want to see an aggressive Miles Bridges playing from the inside out. It's too much from the outside in. That's what was going on with Miles Bridges, and it left a lot of people flabbergasted and disgusted. Dex, what are you seeing from Miles Bridges? I know it's the preseason, but do you see a different level coming from Miles?
Well, I see Miles is more assertive, and he really trying to let himself be available early on in the offensive things. What he's going to do on defense? How many rebounds he's going to be up for grabs? Because Miles Bridges, we know he's a shot chucker and he will shoot the ball any time. But we want to see Miles Bridges do some things that we're not familiar with, like play some defense, control those boards, and just be a ferocious lion down in the restricted area.
Yes, absolutely. We got Purple in the house. We're in the midst of a commercial break. Purple, what's the deal? We see Miles getting active. What's your thoughts on Miles Bridges?
I, you know, they went and got
Uh,
somebody to help them.
right.
I don't know how
Who
many less
who the
threes he
rookie?
gonna take this season, but they got somebody to help them as a team and Knipple, be
Mm,
better or more balanced from three and stuff like that. So
right. On the next commercial break, I want to get your thoughts on it. I got a kind of Knipple question
mhm,
that's been running around.
it's hot.
Um, Yes, it's definitely hot, especially when you got these other guys doing what they doing. We want, especially people who want a little bit after him. It'd be nice to see if Khan could take some of the reins, of this Hornets offense. But at the end of the day, he was not brought here to take over. We got to also understand that. But we back. We're gonna discuss it. Here goes Lamelo Ball. He's back with it. It's 11-12 right now. Charlotte, 7:50 to go. Here we go. Salute to all y'all in the chat right now. We got Charlotte Hornets basketball. It is 12-11. There we go. Big time, big time hook shot there from Miles Bridges. 13-12 right now. Charlotte. 7:30 to go. Here comes Memphis for three, and it's money. Big time shot there. It's 15-13. Memphis is taking the lead. 2-point lead. 7:15 to go. Here goes Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller screen with Kalkbrenner. They're looking for Lamelo. Lamelo has it. Lamelo going all the way to the cup in traffic, and he scores it. Big time floater there from Melo. Melo is on the board. 15 up, 7 minutes to go in the first. Here we go. Here comes Memphis. Here comes a screen. Memphis looking for a shot. Big three ball, and it's off. Rebounded by Con Knipple. Con Knipple taking it up court. And he turns, but LaMelo was fouled. He was looking for LaMelo, but LaMelo got pushed out of position. Big time play there. The Hornets picking up the pace here. The Charlotte, they got all their guys playing, but can you blame them? Guys got to play. The Hornets, they got to play, man. They don't have the luxury of some of these other teams who could just do whatever they want to do. They just don't have that luxury. It is what it is. We got McNeely in the game right now. Liam McNeely has checked in. It's 15 up. Also, Musa Diabate is in the game. Here goes Musa Diabate. Musa Diabate is looking for McNeely. McNeely is surveying the landscape with a big floater and is good. Liam McNeely scores it. It is 17-15. 6:30 to go in the first. Here we go. Here comes Memphis. The Memphis Grizzlies surveying the landscape. Colin Sexton is walking to the scorer's desk. Here we go. Here goes Memphis. Three ball from Memphis and it's off. But they put it back. 17 up. It's crazy right now. 6 minutes to go in the first. Here goes Con Knipple. Con with it. Kicks it to Musa. Musa Diabate in the cup, and he couldn't score it. 5:55 to go. 5:55 to go. Here goes Lamelo. Kicks it to Con. Corner three ball. Money. Con Knipple drilled that. Pause. Here we go. That's what we need to see from Con Knipple. That's what he was brought here to do. Exactly what he just did right there. Can he keep doing it? It's gonna be pressure on him, man. He know he got to hit these shots. And it is who basketball? It should be Hornets basketball. I think it's Grizzlies ball. Colin Sexton is in the game. The young bull, coached by Avery Johnson. LaMelo looked like he's going to take him a breather. Big play there from LaMelo. They're ratcheting up the intensity as we get closer and closer. We are on the road to game one against the Brooklyn Nets, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, Con Knipple. Oh, here we go. Screen and roll. Oh, big steal. Colin Sexton stripped him. The young bull kicks it to Musa Diabate to the cup. Grown man move for Musa. Musa with a big time score there is 19-22. Here we go. Colin Sexton with it. Colin Sexton going with some speed there. Need to find Con Knipple. I want to see Con Knipple get active. Here goes Sexton. Here goes the screen with Con. Colin Sexton all the way to the cup, and he missed it. He should have got fouled. Musa. Con Knipple has it. McNeely for three. Off. See, McNeely got to hit those. Now, that's what we were seeing in the summer league. We need to see more of that. Here we go. They're kicking out. Three. Was that Jackson? I think that was John Jackson who just hit that. Yep, it was. John Jackson with a big three. It's 22 up. Colin Sexton with it. He's crossing half court. Colin Sexton with the rock. They kick it out to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges has it. Back to Sexton. Back to Miles. Top of the key three for Miles. Money. Miles Bridges is putting the Charlotte Hornets on his back. It's 25-22. 3:50 to go in the first. Here we go. They're kicking it out. Screen. Through ball for Memphis, and it's off. Rebounded by Miles. Miles getting boards too. Sexton. Screen coming with Miles. They need to give it to Miles in the paint. Sexton. Con Knipple, corner three. Money. Uh-oh. There we go. That's what we need to see. That's what we need to see from Charlotte. That's what I want to see from Con Knipple. Hey, Charles Lee and Con Knipple having a conversation. That's his job. I know we want to see the flash. We want to see the big dunk. We want to see the fadeaway, But listen, Con Knipple was brought here to do just that, what he just did. Now, listen, we got a break into action. Purple, what's your thoughts on Con Knipple? Should the Hornets have taken Ace Bailey? What's your thoughts? Because I like what I'm seeing from Con, but I like what I'm seeing from Ace. What's your thoughts? It's Flight Sports.
I mean, you always supposed to, in the NBA world, take the best player available and stuff
That's
like
right.
that. So in that case of Ace, being the best player to me on that board, of course, I think you should have took, Ace Bailey, regardless of the fit and whatever. So.
Right. Dex, what you think about Con Knipple? He done hit back-to-back threes.
I'm happy for Ace.
What you think? Yeah. You there, Dex?
Yeah. I thought Purple was trying to finish out a point. But yeah, Con Knipple, I mean, he's just doing his job. That's what he was hired for.
Okay. I was finished.
Yeah, he's just doing his job. That's what he was hired for. So what I'm seeing is not impressive. It's just, it's on the level. And that's all he's supposed to do is hit the open shot because it's going to be open. There's nobody going to double team Con Knipple. So there's no excuse for him not having any type of space to operate to get a shot off. So long as he's doing his job, I'm okay.
Playing like this. I'll tell you what, if Miles keep playing like this, Con Knipple, they need to hit their threes because now you're not just dealing with Lamelo. You're not dealing with just Miller. You might have to start fooling around with Miles now. The defense might have to shift that direction. Miles look like he about to take it back to 3 years ago. That's the way he looking. I'm just keeping it 100.
So Miles won his team back? That's what you're saying? Miles won his team back?
Listen, I think they got to get back. I mean, that's why I don't know. You got Plumlee there. I know people was laughing at Plumlee, but he was there for one of them playing routes. Now, Miles was a man child around them plans. He was like, it was talks about Miles becoming an all-star. I mean, people really need to remember, what they looked like when they was actually on the right trajectory. It wasn't just all Lamelo and that's it. No, Miles was another person too. It was Airbnb. If we remember, Miles Bridges was in serious consideration for the All-Star team that year, especially that second year, but I think they gave it to Lamelo. So it is what it is because they tried to screw Lamelo over too. He had to get in through injuries and shit like that. I mean, it's just trifling, the things that they do, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Here we go. We back with it. We got Sion James in the game. We got Miles. We got Bridges 13 points. Khan with 6. Jaron Jackson, he just missed a 3. Rebounded by the young bull, Colin Sexton. Here goes Miles, point forward. Miles just lost it, but he was fouled. See, when Miles start getting active like this in the paint at the 3-point, right now he playing better than Jaron Jackson. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. This is the level that we need to see from Miles Bridges. This is what we need. We need a guy ready to go toe to toe with a guy like Jaron Jackson and give him the business, and let him know shit. Hey, it is what it is. You might be this, you might be that, but we about to cancel each other out tonight because you can't guard me. And Miles got to have that mentality every single night. I don't give a hell who the hell is out there. They play Brooklyn. Who the hell is guarding him down low? They better send the army. That's how Miles need to start acting. Period. I don't give a fuck who out there. Miles Bridges, big time free throw. Here goes Jaron Jackson, KCP. They out there. Here comes Memphis. Sion James picking up the point guard. We got the rookie in the building. If anybody knows, it was a report today that there will be NBA debut patches for all of the rookies who will be playing that game 1 initially. So like I said, we on the road to game 1 against Brooklyn. You will see Khan Knipper with that patch, on his jersey, NBA debut, along with the number 1 picks and all the other guys that we like to see. Nonetheless, it's 24-30 right now. Here goes the Charlotte Hornets. They up. Musa Diabate, big pass. McNeely, corner 3. See, McNeely, I ain't gonna lie, McNeely, he's starting to concern me. He's not having a good summer. Preseason. I'm just keeping it real. Here we go. Miles Bridges, top of the key 3. Miles missed it. But McNeely, it looked like he fouled him right there. I don't know what that was. Yeah, but McNeely is starting to concern me, y'all. Here goes T.J. Salon. Here goes Brandon Miller. Miles Bridges finally getting him a breather. Let's see if T.J. can hold it down. I like T.J. Salon. Let's see. The Hornets, they got pieces now. It's time to put everything together for shit to make sense. It's time.
I do not like Charles Lee rotation. I do not like it. It's starting. It's very disturbing how he rotates.
Right. Well, he got Miller out there. I guess Miller is supposed to be the guy right now holding things down offensively, but let's see how it works. Jaron Jackson in the post. Musa held up strong. Here goes Musa to the cup. Big time dunk. Grown man move. Musa Diabate. 32-24. Here we go. Screen and roll for Memphis. Here goes Jackson to KCP. KCP step back 3 ball. Money. 27-32. Charlotte. 140 to go in the first. Here goes big 3 right there from Colin Sexton. There we go. The young bull. The young bull is 27-35. Here we go. Colin Sexton, he's going to pick you up 94 feet. Let's go. Colin Sexton playing defense now. Here we go. Brandon Miller. Jaron Jackson, top of the key 3. Off. Rebounded by Sion James. Here goes Miller to T.J. Salon. We got breaking news. Keegan Murray gets a $140 million deal from the Sacramento Kings. Speaking of the Sacramento Kings, we're going to get into it. Russell Westbrook, the legend, Brody, is back in the league where he rightfully belongs. No China, no France. The man is here playing in the NBA where he belongs, for the Sacramento Kings. Let's see what they could do this year, the Kings. Let's go. We got Musa Diabate, Brandon Miller. Where we go? Oh, pump fake. Brandon Miller in the mid-range, operating big time floater. He couldn't convert it, but Musa Diabate tried to do it, but he couldn't. The Hornets on a 13-5 run, so they all running up the scoreboard right now. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. It's Flight Sports. You already know what it is. It's 27-35. Musa looking to put him back up 10. Let's see if he could do that. Musa
So
Diabate. Go ahead.
no, I was just about to say, what about the current lineup? Don't you like?
Who you was addressing that to, Purple?
You?
Or what team?
No, I said, what about the current? Like, what's on the floor that you don't like now?
Oh no, it's not the floor; it's the rotation. That's of Charles
Okay.
Lee. As far as having Colin Sexton out there that long, Colin Sexton's only supposed to be there to give a Melo a breather. Now he's not supposed to be out there thinking he can run the show and things of that nature. And Charles Lee, I don't know what type of psychology that he's using. Soon as Melo is able to get his breather and get back on the court, he needs to be back on the court. He should have came in with Brandon Miller. Melo and Brandon Miller should come in the game at the same time. They should never be separated.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon Miller should not be out there on the court without Melo or Miles Bridges.
Right. Here goes Miller. He missed it. Speaking of Colin Sexton, I understand where you may be coming from there. I could definitely see a situation where Charles Lee sits LaMelo Ball and let Colin Sexton finish a game or something like that. I could see something like that. Here we go, Colin Sexton with it. Going, good pass to Diabate, and that's money. That counted. That's 37-30. So good play right there from Sexton. But I mean, like I said, hopefully all of this is to keep everybody on their toes. Bottom line is the Hornets, we got good players. Who would you rather have, Colin Sexton or, some of the other fools that they had, in the past? I forgot all their names. So it was a good one. I was about to bring his name up. But I mean, I'd rather have him. I'm keeping it all the way real with you.
This is not an indictment on Colin Sexton and his talent. We already know he's a lottery pick, right? But what I'm saying is that even though this is a preseason game, Charlotte needs to know how to win, and they need to know how to win with a confident package. Pause. Charles Lee he's just throwing out scrambled eggs, and I don't like it.
So
Right.
I would say this too. I don't agree with Colin Sexton starting, but I think Colin Sexton is going to start, and Knipple's going to be the sixth man off
Oh
the bench
no.
until Trae Young
No
get
way.
healthy,
You
and then it's
can't do
going to be
that. The spacing is off. The spacing will be off. Sexton can't start with Lamelo. I don't
I
see that.
agree that he shouldn't
You,
start, but it's either
you
him
can't
or
start.
Trae.
You listen. You can't. Your Sexton can't start. And I don't
I'd
think
rather
Sexton
have
start with Lamelo.
Kniple starting personally, but you know,
You got to start. Listen, you got to start Con Kniple. The man was a top pick in this draft. You have to start him.
I agree.
Yeah, I understand he's
For the
starting.
spacing,
So
but with
no, but no, I don't mean to cut you off. You also knowing Charlotte, if you look at the trajectory, he's probably going to come off the bench because
who?
listen, Lamelo came off the bench and Miller came off the bench. They didn't start right away.
Yeah.
So if history is telling us anything, they're going to maybe listen. We ain't seen much of Pat Connaughton. So don't be.
Yeah.
They might be holding something out on us for all we know. We don't know what's happening. I hope the Hornets are
Didn't he
holding
take
a ace up their sleeve. But go ahead.
didn't he take when they do the photos, the little pictures in the jersey?
Yeah.
Uh I could have sworn he was, or no, he wasn't. It was just Dinwiddie. I know Dinwiddie took pictures. I'm not sure about Pat Cunningham. I don't remember seeing him unless I seen him and didn't recognize him. But I don't know because I don't know Grant Williams' timeline. If everybody's saying Tijon gonna be in the what's the name, so I don't know. I don't know what that forward rotation. That's gonna be a nasty rotation. But we expect Grant, because he's coming back probably to get valuable minutes off the bench. But and then we can't forget about Josh Green. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm with you. Speaking of what they're gonna do, we're about to find out right now. Sion James is in there.
He's going to the G
Yeah,
League.
yeah, I could definitely see that. It's a Greensboro Swarm.
Him,
He's bound. I said
Him,
really just him. Maybe McNeely too, because McNeely looked like he needs
yeah,
some
he
more
gonna be
work.
there too.
But
But I think
McNeely definitely he don't look the same. Something he don't look like summer league. Sexton, and I'm gonna be honest with you. What happened in the summer league? He played 2 good games or whatever, and they just sat him for the rest. See that may have not been a good move. They should have kept him playing. But it is what it is. Here we go. Memphis for 3,
him,
and he missed.
him always been since he in high school.
Right.
I-
Sion kicks it to
I'm
Ryan.
impressed by his rebounding, but doing nothing different than college.
Right. John Morant is in the building. There we go. Kalkbrenner all the way to the cup, and he scores it. It's 30-41. There we go. John Jackson all the way to the cup, and he missed it. Colin Sexton with it, crossing half court. It's 10:40 to go in the second. And Sexton looked like he just threw the goddamn ball out.
That's what I'm saying. It's enough of Sexton. He's been out there too long. Time for him to take a mental break.
Uh,
Dex, you think he should start?
Colin Sexton? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He might can start in Washington.
I'm glad.
He not gonna. He shouldn't start
I'm
over
glad
no
I
Trey
ain't gonna.
Man.
I think he should start. So you rather have Trey Man start?
No, I'm just saying he can't start over Trey Man. I mean, if it came down to that.
Oh, okay.
Somebody got to run the second unit.
I'm with you. I mean, who you think are running? Sexton? Of course,
Yeah,
Colin
Sexton
Sexton.
can run a second unit. Yeah, he can run a second unit. He good
Yeah.
enough to do that. He's only supposed to give Lamelo a breather, and
Well, remember,
to be serviceable. You know what I mean? When Lamelo go to the bench, Colin Sexton's supposed to come out there and be serviceable. You know what I mean? They're not saying that he's gonna take over the game or whatever, but control the game, have minimal damage until Lamelo get back in the game. That's how it's supposed to be ran. But I'm not seeing that tonight.
At 30-41. It's 30-42.
When you had a
so
record 19
Trey
and
Man's
63.
role has changed.
Yeah, when you have a record that was 19 and 63 the previous year, you cannot have this type of a rotation. You got to have a rotation that's solid and that everybody knows that we come to play. It ain't trying to figure nothing out. If you're trying to figure something out, then this is not the place that you need to be.
Right. Well, especially with all these other coaches out there. So I hope they give Charles Lee a short leash, but something tells me he gonna do whatever he can do with no wrong. He gonna be hanging around for at least another 2 years, and I think if it all come down to it, he gonna turn on Lamelo to save his job. I'm telling you. If the season don't get off right, that's where you're gonna see him sitting Lamelo bringing in Sexton. The fix is
I mean,
in.
I don't think he needs.
The fix is in.
I
You
don't
got
think he
Sexton
needs to
there.
do
You
that.
got other guards. So they could pull some bullshit.
What about they trade for Garland?
Hey, I can see something.
Garland and DeAndre Hunter.
Too many guards.
I mean, that would be the trade in Lamelo there,
No.
right?
Yep.
That's not gonna happen.
Well, why would
I know.
wishful
Wishful thinking.
benefit?
Lamelo going out west or
Yeah.
something like that. That's what's gonna happen, I think. I don't know. I don't see no East Coast team.
So they're gonna
really.
trade for Darion Fox because he already got his money. San Antonio already gave him the money, so De'Aaron Fox will play anywhere.
No, I mean I think Charlotte. Yeah, I think he is, but I don't think he going to Charlotte, and I don't think San Antonio would want Lamelo.
Oh yeah, they would. They tried to fish him from Charlotte last season. Remember?
Yeah, they were. I mean, they got people that
Popovich
trade.
wanted Lamelo bad.
Listen, they got Castle. They got a lot of guards that need to be let go.
They'll let that shit go. Them guards ain't proven yet. Lamelo and Wimby. Come on, man.
Castle.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, we just throwing crap at the wall. You know, that's all we're doing right now, throwing crap at the wall. Because Lamelo been on the bench for a significant amount of time. You might as well not bring him back in until the second half.
But ain't Popovich still in the hospital? Because I seen what Thunder said. I thought he was like still in the hospital or something.
That I don't know.
There we go with it. It's
You don't need to be too systemized, Thunder. If you have Wembanyama, shit. What type of systemized you need to be, right? Find a way to get him the ball. Find a way to Melo break down the defense, and let's play defense when we need to. I don't know what type of system you really need for that.
Do you think he's better than
Wembanyama's a cheat code, right? You could have two cheat codes. Lamelo and Wembanyama. Oh my God, that's the magic of Kareem.
You think he better than Tim?
No, not yet. But he's more dynamic than Tim. He might not be better than Tim, but he's more dynamic than Tim because he can do it from anywhere, and he can run the floor with grace like a gazelle.
I don't know, because I feel like, I mean, it is 2025, so I'll try to give Pop a chance, but I don't know. Like, I just felt like Tim didn't.
No, Pop is done. I think Pop is done. I don't think he's coaching no more. I think that's over with.
Yeah, but he going to the front office still, right?
Probably so.
Advisory role and whatever. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. We'll see.
He already was running. He was running San Antonio.
Yeah, he might still have his flex going on. But all I'm saying is this right here. I would love for Lamelo to finish his career in Charlotte and catapult Charlotte to a playoff team. That's what I would love. You follow what I'm saying? But the way that things are going, it just seems like there's not a change in direction.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? You could tell when a change of direction is how you play your players. Look, Miles Bridges been on the bench for a long time. Melo been on the bench for a long time. You got Brandon Miller out there with practically nobody, a G League team. So that's not what you want. You can't do that. No. You know why? Because you haven't won nothing. You only 19-63. You can't do that. You can't have that type of mentality like, all right, just in the game. Okay, cool. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm venting the way I'm venting. And it's very excuse me. And it's very upsetting to see this kind of approach. Charlotte should want to win every single game they bounce the ball on the Fed court. That's the approach they should have. Like in Summer League, you can tell in Summer League they had their dog heart in their chest. You understand? They wasn't no wimps. It seemed like once the top five get out there. It's like, okay, another day in Charlotte. I don't like that. It's unprepared. And that draws back on the coach because he's not feeding them raw meat with hot sauce or cayenne pepper. They eating steaks, oxtails, you know what I'm saying? Shrimp, lobster, crab legs.
Lamelo's
No.
back. Now Lamelo is back in the game.
Yeah, but look how long he been out. He should have came
Yeah,
back in the second half.
you're right about that.
That's
All
how
we
you
can
get
do,
injured.
all we can do is cross our fingers and hope that these rotations ain't the norm. Lamelo missed it.
The Pope. What's up, Pope?
Shout out to the Pope. He said, "Sounds like Dex got a
Oh,
new
I thought
mic."
that was somebody else. He trying to be funny.
He said the system is terrible. It's definitely trifling, and they got to shake shit up in order to get back to where they need to be. KCP, big time three, missed it. There goes Lamelo. Lamelo he passive. He's more passive to me, than I think I've seen him in a while.
Hey, Pope.
Yeah, I feel
You
like
said Lamelo passing more.
he he just. I feel like he just delegating a lot of the offense. I don't know if that's how they want it or what. But not Charles Lee.
I mean,
He
they
got
have
Lamelo on the side. He talking to Lamelo on the side. I don't know
They
what he
don't
want
really have
Lamelo.
the ball handler unless you start
Charles
connecting.
Lee act like he's trying to win a game, and Lamelo don't, and with Lamelo having minimal effect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I see that the ball is being moved a lot more. There we go. It's 36-54. 8 minutes to go in the second. Screen with Memphis. Floater, and it's off. Rebounded by Ryan Kalkbrenner. There goes Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller with it to LaMelo to McNeely. They kick it out to TJ and Salon for three. Off. There we go.
Threes.
Yeah, too many. The McNeely missing everything. He gonna be in Greensboro. Landell for him. He missed it.
Let me see when what's the name
Man,
supposed to be
Lamelo
coming
can't wait till
back.
the season start to average 28. I'm telling you what he's finna do. I
Yeah,
don't care what these other people
I
talking about.
believe it.
Lamelo finna act a
Okay,
fool
I
when the
got
season
something
starts.
to ask you about that. I got something
Okay.
to ask you about that because I don't have a good feeling about something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Lamelo finna say, "Fuck this shit, man. It's on. I'm finna tweak out."
Yeah, we got the Pope in the building. Pope was good. Shout out to the Pope.
Oh damn, what's up? Whatever. I was on mute. What's cracking? What's going on?
Ain't shit. I mean, just sitting here cooling here, man, messing with these Charlotte Hornets. What you think about these Hornets and these players, man? What's your thoughts?
Man, the coaching, I don't know what's going on, man. It seemed like Lamelo can't get a break, bro. That they got everybody bringing up the ball from Brandon Miller to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges shooting threes like he a
Well,
specialist at it.
here come TJ and Salon bringing the ball up the floor now. Speaking, that's funny you said that.
Yeah, man, this shit is down there like year
And
one when
then
they had
he
Miles
turned the
Plumlee, bro.
fucking ball. And I don't mean to cut you off. He turned the fucking ball over too. So you got TJ trying to run point forward and basically blew Lamelo off. And that turned the ball over down
They
the
got
court.
Melo setting screens and shit, man. I don't know what's going like. Again, I don't know, cause he if he could get a squad around him and he can get a coach around him. I watch all the other superstars. Every time down on the offensive side, they touch the ball. They do more than touch the ball. The offense actually go through everybody. That's the main scorer on the team, and then it goes through them. With the Hornets, they go away from LaMelo Ball. They seem to go to everybody else.
Right. Memphis just missed it. Here comes Lamelo. He got the rebound. Lamelo down. Oh, he saved it. Con Knipple. Three ball. Money. See, now Con Knipple, he better make these threes. Yeah, I think the pressure is on him, man. Like I said, he's seen the way Ace Bailey was playing. He better play well. 3, 4. He's 3 or 4 from the 3-point line. So Con Knipple is doing his job. So Con Knipple was never brought here to be the face of the offense. The number one option. Here you go. Lamelo, good pass to TJ. TJ step back 3 ball in the corner, and that's off. TJ need to stop shooting.
I see this is gonna be like last year.
I told you. I don't know what these people be looking at when they see Charlotte. They looking at it with a blurry prism or something. I don't know, man. It's just cognitive dissonance to me. I see the SOS, same old shit. And that's why I'm saying when the season started, LaMelo be like, man, fuck y'all cats, man. I'm finna average 20. I'm catching up to Shea, man.
I mean, speaking of Shea, do you think they gonna put more penalty on him, the coaches at least? For how they get the All-Star voting and stuff like that. Will they put more of a penalty on him?
A penalty? Explain what you mean by penalty.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I think Shea is etched in stone as an all-star as long as he's not injured. He's one of the young players that people want to see. But on the opposite side, they want to see LaMelo too. It ain't no fluke that LaMelo got the fan base. You know what I'm saying? He got the fan vote and the players. Come on, man. They want to see LaMelo in there doing damage.
LaMelo got to get out of Charlotte, man, fast. He got to get out of there fast.
Everybody's trying to extricate LaMelo from Charlotte.
Yeah, everybody.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he got to go. And you know where I don't know. I don't know if LeBron James will do it, but Jordan don't own that team no more. Because LeBron is looking to try to get up out of the Lakers. They seem to they all in on Luka.
Because
Purple, your mic going in and out or something. You was talking and cut out.
Who, me?
No, Purple, baby.
Charlotte's up by 20. That's impressive. But it's that they're playing a bad team. Memphis is a bad team without John Morant. No John Morant, no Desmond Bain.
They all in on Luka.
Oh, Pope.
They don't look the same. Memphis don't look the same.
Yeah, Memphis gonna be a bad team. Well, KCP's supposed to be the guy, right? They had to show.
No, JJJ's supposed to be the guy.
Well, no, I mean that they lost Bain.
Oh, okay.
KCP's supposed to be a different look. KCP stole.
Turn over LaMelo.
Yeah, KCP down there intercepted that. 3-ball.
It cost him.
Melo got 3
Charles Lee called a timeout.
Shut up.
Was they running these plays last year? Was they running this type of style of offense last year?
It looked just as sloppy last year as it did this year. That's why I said when LaMelo went on that run before he got injured, where he was averaging 27 points or 28 points, and then he got injured. He's going to do that again. Watch this beat. Mark me down for that. And if he doesn't do
Lakers, folks.
If he doesn't do it, then y'all can clown me.
Yes.
He's going Lakers with Luka. They had to take that James show on over there to Hornets.
I don't think the Lakers is trying to come off of Luka.
Yeah, I think
no, I didn't say Luka. No, they James. They're gonna put Melo with Luka.
No, LeBron ain't going to no Charlotte. I feel it'll be a 3 or 4 team trade. LeBron is definitely not going to Charlotte. LeBron might go to Boston.
Boston ain't gonna be willing to get rid of none of their players.
Yeah, because they already gave away their players. They already gave them away.
Oh hell.
I think LeBron is not going nowhere. I think LeBron is playing possum. LeBron is standing at big old Palatial out there overlooking the ocean. They got Luka, so there's no attention.
I think they will.
There is no attention on LeBron right now. All the attention's on Luka
But
and
that's a
O'Shea
Cardinals
Otani
fan violation. He
with
ain't
the
gonna let that
Dodgers.
mistake.
So LeBron got like a 3-week vacation. I don't even know if he's injured.
No, he ain't injured. He pump faking. He pulling the Angel Reese. And the thing is, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be because the
Angel
new
Reese supposed to be.
ownership ain't the new ownership of the Lakers don't want
Yeah.
LeBron. You gotta understand that. They don't want him. He not a part of their future. None of that. Even they now, like they didn't consult with LeBron when they made that change of the ownership, but they consulted with Luca.
I peaked that at the beginning. That was
He knew about the new ownership. LeBron did, so that says a lot too. And that's why I think LeBron pouting because he thinking he gonna want whoever to pick Bryce up next year,
He gonna go play with Bryce.
whatever team he owns.
Oh yeah.
He gonna abandon. Hey, he gonna abandon. He gonna abandon James Jr. Go play with Bryce.
So if Lamelo, but Lamelo ain't gonna do it. If Lamelo, I don't know, shit. It looked like to me, I don't know. It just looked like they planning on Brandon Miller to be their future. Honestly, when I'm looking at how they run their offense, it's really around Brandon Miller. Like he they number one play. He ain't go to guy.
Hey Pope,
What up?
do you think the tax that people put on Trey Man is fair? I mean, not Trey Man, but Trey Young.
Trey Young.
Yeah, like how they'll, his assist, how he been in the top 5 these last couple of years, but he don't be making like his all NBA teams or the All Star teams. Do you think that's right?
Uh, yeah. Hey, listen, man. Only thing fair in life is fair itself. The state fair.
Mm.
So I mean, it is what it is. He not doing enough,
Fair.
obviously, but he good. He straight. It's a debate.
He said the only thing fair in life is a state fair.
I'm just asking because coming into last season, I kept saying I was like, they gonna do Lamelo how they do Trey Young. Like, I don't care how his numbers look and how good he playing, they'll move the goalposts. Like I don't know how true it was, but they was like, well, it was because Lamelo was hurt and that he could
Miles
make
Bridges.
starters
Miles
and
Bridges hit a big three. Miles Bridges cooking though. I mean, I see a different look in
Yeah,
Miles' eyes.
they got Lamelo playing power forward.
Yeah, they
46.
got Melo setting screens and shit. I'm like, bro, what is this?
Yeah, he playing
Miles,
power forward, Pope. Miles is the
Yeah,
center. They got Miles out there as the center.
we tripping. I like that tall center they got though. If they utilize
Diabate.
them right.
Diabate.
Ryan. I'm not saying that last name. I'm not gonna mess up that.
oh, Brenner.
Oh, Colt Brenner. Colt Brenner.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they use him right. He'll
How you
be,
want them to use a code?
They got
huh?
Diabate playing the shooting guard. Wait a minute. Diabate playing the shooting guard?
Why you got that
Brandon
picture?
Miller, small forward. Nipple is the point guard, and LaMelo power forward.
Kai Knipple is real. I told you he real.
You like Khan?
So I'm gonna
Hell
ask you.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
struggling right
nigga.
now,
What
though.
about Ace
He's
Bailey?
struggling.
Yeah, Kai Knipple is the Don. Con the Don.
You don't think the Hornets should have picked Ace
What do you
Bailey?
mean he's struggling in this
I don't know
game?
about that one, Colt.
What
Yeah,
you
he's struggling
mean?
since the preseason.
Not at all.
No,
He dropped
And he
18
getting his
first
shot.
game. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but look how many shots he took.
He didn't take that
And he
many.
did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
And he did that in the second half when the game was practically over. They was already whooping Dallas.
It don't matter.
Well, Khan ain't been struggling in the He ain't been struggling. It's just he just has not been playing like maybe other rookies that you may like. But he has hit his threes today. I think he only missed one shot.
Yeah, today.
Well, I mean, you gotta look at too how they utilize it. You're not getting utilized like the other rookies. The other rookies is getting utilized like as like the franchise of the face of the franchises.
That's true. That's true.
He
Yeah,
coming
that's a
off the
good point.
bench, barely getting minutes. It's all sporadic and shit.
Well,
Every
he
time I
started.
seen
He
him
started
play, the 2
tonight.
times I watched him play, his minutes like for the second game of the preseason, nigga came in for 2
Lamelo with
minutes
the Euro. Oh, he missed it.
A big play.
and he was right back out. He came in 2 minutes, right back out, was sitting down for the longest. He don't even play him like that with Lamelo. And then when he playing Lamelo, it's like it's weird. It's weird, but he still. But when I watch him, his individual play, like his moves, his how he get to the basket, and nah, he's a player. He's a player. You gonna see? Okay, he's a player. You know, it's preseason. Time is him. I like that game too versus Dallas. Coop was out there. Coop was 6. I told you niggas, Coop was 6'10" point guard.
We're gonna see.
Yeah, Coop was doing his thing, man.
Coop is a 6'10" PG.
He had that one-on-one with Lamelo. He took advantage of it.
Yeah, and he cooked Miles' ass too.
Now, Pope,
Yeah.
that's not right.
Well, wait a minute. Miles
Why
was
is dude keep taking
Miles,
Lamelo out the
wait a
game,
minute.
man?
Now, hold on, wait a minute. Miles was looking like the best player on the floor that game, though. I understand.
Yeah.
I know we're getting
Yeah,
the
he
levels.
hit like
Miles went off that
33s.
game. Miles
Yeah,
went
he
off.
was. Yeah, he dunked on the nigga too. Caught a nasty
Yeah,
lob.
Miles was balling. He wasn't no pushover, and he had AD and all them out there. So that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing a different Miles.
Yeah, I am too.
Why
You
is
know
he
what?
taking
I like
Lamelo
because
out
I'm
the
like
game,
this
though?
nigga hitting hella threes. Like I'm like this nigga
He
taking a
woke
lot,
up.
but he hitting a lot of them
Somebody
bitches.
been talking to Miles, and he going back to the basket. You know, I'm seeing more of that. I think he got to go into the basket, and then it'll open everything up. But he do hang around the 3-point line a little lot, but he's making them. But also he got to. I want to see more of him going inside. I think it's gonna open up the floor for everybody.
Maybe that's
Why
why
they keep
they
taking Lamelo out the game? Can somebody answer that question?
Hopefully
he'll
to save him
answer
from
it at
injury.
the end of the
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know about all that.
Melo, man, I hope Melo have a healthy season. I mean, just play get 60 games at least. That's crazy too. Nowadays, we beg these players just can you give us 60? And that's all of them. It's like the whole league. Everybody be falling off the roster with injuries every year. Superstar players. This shit just didn't happen in our day, Dex. I don't get it, Dex.
Nah, they drunk milk. They drunk milk and
So,
ate cornflakes.
The fuck is wrong with these youngsters, man?
They eating that soft cereal. We ate cornflakes, remember?
Yeah, we
Raisin
had
bran.
core. Yeah, we had to put sugar on our shit. We had that Wick cereal.
Wheat
Yeah.
check. Remember wheat checks? Rice
Yeah,
puffs.
hell yeah. Yeah.
We had
Rice
that tough cereal.
Krispies.
We had
Yeah,
that
now
tough
for real
cereal.
though, no, I be
And
it's
pet milk.
strange though how like
Don't
players
forget we had the pet
nowadays,
milk.
even with all the new medicine and all the new technology and
right.
like these niggas be dropping like flies, folks.
Oh, we had the pet milk and you had to add water, remember?
And you know what it is though? What it really is we really love the game. Like when we was coming up and people before us, like to make it to the NBA was so far fetched. That's what our parents used to tell us. Like that's not why we played. We didn't play to thinking that we'd be a superstar in the league one day. We just play because we love the game. These niggas now they play like, oh, I can get rich and be famous and get bitches and be on Instagram. Like that's they play for that type of shit nowadays. They don't play for the love of it.
And certain cities that they want to go to, don't you think?
Yeah.
That plays a big factor in too. You know, see clearly seeing some upset faces when, you know, like for instance, Ace Bailey going to Utah. You know, it seemed like he didn't want to go there, but that may have been the best place for him. You know, where he's gonna be showcased. You know, like you said, these other players are being showcased like the number one option. You know, Con Knipple, he's just here to open the floor up for the options. You know, that's what I believe. But go ahead. off anybody.
Yeah. Like, see, like cats like Ace Bailey, that's what I mean. Like, these niggas is soft sherbet. Like, how the fuck you gonna be, nigga? You lucky you playing in the NBA, boy. That's what I'm saying. These niggas is dumb. That's what I can't stand about these young niggas. Like, you entitled, you feel that same thing with Shador. Like, you entitled to the point where you think you can turn down the Baltimore Ravens or the Philadelphia Eagles.
Titles are reasonable.
You dumbass boy. Now you feel entitled. They feel like that people like motherfuckers owe them something. Like they don't
'Cause I think
understand that they
it's the right
very
decision. I
huh?
mean, right decision. I wouldn't want to play behind Lamar. He's fairly healthy. He ain't never really hurt. I wouldn't want
Yeah,
to
he
see.
always hurt. What are you talking about?
But
He always get nicked and nacked.
I know, but he always plays. And if it's his,
No.
you
It don't
already
even that
go
don't
ahead.
matter. That he always plays. The fact that you the backup quarterback, first of all, and then secondly, he not playing on the boo-booest franchise in the league. So what which one would you like better? Better coaching staff, better pieces around you. You get action. You never know what happened in football, especially if you playing behind Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson, who running quarterbacks, so they can get. Yeah, their time is they on they their time is limited for sure. Like they're not gonna have long careers like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and shit, Drew Brees and shit like that. They running quarterbacks, so ain't no
I
telling. Them
agree.
motherfucker can go down anytime. Even a pocket passing quarterback in football ain't no
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
telling. So if you the backup, he should be able to beat Cooper Rush out the job, who the backup for the Baltimore Ravens. That's just dumb. You a fifth rounder. You don't try to dictate where the fuck you gonna go. You
Well,
should
I
be
don't think
lucky
that's
and
the
thanking
case
your
for
lucky
him.
stars that you on anybody's team. The nigga's trash.
Who?
Hoover, Shador Sanders is terrible. He's a
See, I
fucking
don't
bum.
agree with.
He's
I
a
don't agree with
complete
that.
bum on the football field.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, man. You don't have to agree. The tape agrees. The all of the owners in the NFL agreed with me 5 times. They said no, thank you. 1 time, two
No, I
times,
think
three times, 4 times,
it's
five
political.
times. What are you talking about?
'Cause you're not gonna tell me that the guy that's starting right now in front of him is so much better than him.
Yes, 10 times. This is Shador's problem. Shador's problem is one, he don't know how to. He don't know the game of football. He don't know it. He don't know how to read. He don't know how to read the pre-snaps of the defense. He don't know where he going against the zone, the blitz, the so on and so forth. He has to have wide open wide receivers. The only reason why he looked good is because he had all them elite ass wide receivers. And in college, they running wide open way down the field. But if you look at his smarts, so he could throw the ball. The problem ain't it ain't like he can't throw the football. The nigga can throw the football, but that's only one little part of quarterbacking. All the major parts is knowing everything, like what the defense is doing, what your offense is doing, what the defense is in. Where it like you got to know so much shit, and he don't have it between the ears. That's his problem. He's been coddled all his life.
Mm.
So, like, we just witnessed it. Like that last preseason game. That should have showed you enough. Like that ain't a fluke. That's how he looked at Colorado, like holding the ball too long, taking dumbass sacks 15, 20 yards back. Like he was showing you. That's why the scouts knew that. The scouts seen the same thing. Like, yeah, he held the fucking ball too long. They hit his everybody blaming on the line, but no, it's him. And the NFL scouts knew it was him. He was the reason he was the most sacked quarterback in college football for 2 fucking seasons. He was the reason, not his line. That was an excuse. But the NFL scouts wasn't fooled. Like I wasn't fooled. He
So
can't.
you telling me he down there with Jamarcus Russell is what you telling me? Because that's what
Oh,
I'm
for
hearing.
sure. Yeah, that's a perfect. He is Jamarcus Russell.
Oh, wow.
That's who he don't have it between the ears. And I promise you, like you see it in the preseason. That last preseason game, that was the worst quarterbacking play I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not even bullshit. I'm like, this nigga actually did the worst performance I've ever seen a quarterback do. He was running out of bounds backwards instead of getting throwing the ball away and getting an incompletion, the nigga was losing yards, running out of bounds. Instead of throwing the ball away, he taking sacks 30, 40 yards behind like 3 times in a row. Like, you just can't do that. Like, it's not smart. And so that's it. That should tell you all you need to know. And that's why he 5th round. That's why the coach wanted to keep him 3rd string and all of that. They see it. It's not a, we don't like you because you're Deion's son. No, they love Deion Sanders. Everybody loves Deion Sanders in the football world. Like, what? No, nigga, we can't fuck with you because you overly hype and you really not like that. And they see it every day in practice. They see it.
I think they're doing him kind of harsh though. You know, I think with him being drafted in the 5th round, you know, I think that they could play with him any way they want to play with him. You know, if he was a 1st round pick, his whole trajectory was always the 1st round. You know, and I just find it ironic. I just think it's a little off that all these people went before him. He not really being given the right chance. You know, that's just what I feel. You know, maybe that's just my opinion. But I understand where you're coming from as you look at him as a 5th round quarterback. You know, there's no privilege. You know, you gotta fight. You gotta scratch and claw.
I mean, I've seen players come in at quarterback that had solid college careers, but get to the NFL and they shit. Like, they just shit.
Correct.
Shit. They cheats. Caleb, not Chicago didn't have quite a few quarterbacks. I forgot what school he played at, but I think he got traded either after his 1st season or his 2nd. I can't think of that quarterback's name. Last I heard, he was in I think it was San Francisco or something like that. I can't think of his name.
But see, it's like this with Shador. He was never projected a 1st round pick, but he was projected that by his father and his team. And everybody and all the fans, all the Deion fans, they all ran with it. And that was in the media, social media. He's the top. Like Deion, when Deion said he's going to go 1 or 2 and the one behind him, Travis going right after that or either or, like he put that in the air and everybody ran with it. But that's not what the scouts was putting in the air, except for maybe a Mel Kiper or like one. That's not what the NFL scouts was saying. And neither, like, people who was really watching it from a bird's eye view and not from being a Deion Sanders fan. I think that's where a lot of people, they just, and the glitz and the glamour of it all. But it's not real football. He wasn't really playing real football. A lot of his passes, too, you got to think. There was a lot of screens, bubble screens to Travis Hunter, who taking the ball 60, 70 yards down the field. You got to understand, like, it's not.
They kept Travis
NFL
close.
is way different. You can't hold the ball, and you can't expect people to be wide open. You have to know how to throw wide receivers open yourself. You got to be able to fit them bitches in tight ass windows and take risks and chances. And he don't do none of that. He don't even know where he going with the ball before the snap. Like, I see that. I've been seeing that since Colorado, and that's why he gets stuck with holding the ball, looking around, waiting and waiting. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Not in the NFL.
I just feel like if you gave other people that chance and they do the same thing you accusing him of doing, he deserves a chance.
Ain't all that deserve. Nobody deserves shit. You get what you earn. Nobody deserves nothing. Why does he deserve something? Because he's Deion's son. This nigga has been raised with a silver spoon. And you talking about he deserves? What makes him deserve something?
Because I've seen quarterbacks in the last 5 years play better in college and come into the NFL and stink it up, and they still got a chance to fail.
So this is, I don't understand. Okay, be a little more specific. Give me an example of a quarterback. What do you mean?
I can't think of his name, but I think his first name was.
It's only one quarterback you can think of?
In Chicago, he got a chance, and he was.
No, I gotta know his name. We can't go. Please figure out his name.
Mitchell Trubisky?
Huh?
No, I know Mitchell Trubisky. He was black. The quarterback that they just traded, I think.
Mitchell Trubisky definitely was not black.
No, you talking? No, she said the quarterback they just traded. Okay, Fields.
Yeah,
Justin Fields.
Yeah,
Justin
he got a
Fields.
chance.
Okay.
Even
Now
Pittsburgh gave him
again,
a chance, and he messed up.
okay, but hold on, time out. So good. I'm glad you brought that up. Justin Fields went to where in college?
I don't know where he went to school after
He
that.
went to Ohio State. He won a championship in college. He led his team to a chip. You understand? And so he dominated college. He was Heisman Trophy candidate, if not winner, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not. I don't know that for sure. So, but I know he was a candidate. He was one of the top people in all of college football, and he played in the conference where it was, Big Ten conference is second behind SEC, toughest as far as Big 12 is soft as shit. When
Agreed.
Shador was in the Pac-12, he only won 4 games. When the Pac-12 had all of them ranked teams and they had the Michael Penix and the fucking Oregon Ducks was crazy and Caleb Williams and so on and so forth. He was getting whooped. He was looking crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all think because he throw to Travis Hunter and Travis Hunter
Remember,
go score all these touchdowns and his stats is inflated, but because of that, you gotta understand that.
yeah, I've seen that before. But I'm saying at least Justin Fields got a chance. He had a
He
good
got a
college
chance
career.
because he put himself in position. That's what I finished explaining.
Oh,
He was the guy. Shador wasn't the guy like that.
I
And look,
know
look,
that, but
another
it doesn't
reason, because
matter
nobody
because
believed in Justin Fields' arm. What they loved was his athleticism, and he had good upside. So if maybe could have got the right coach, whatever, something like that's what you can look at Justin Fields. Same thing with Anthony Richards. They had the athleticism, the legs at least, and you can say, okay, well, it's a running quarterback league nowadays, so maybe he'll fit with how we can do things. With Shador, he doesn't have the legs, he doesn't have the athleticism. He
I
got an
just
arm but nothing else.
uh what about the quarterbacks in Philly before they got the one that they got now? Them two got,
Carson Wentz,
yeah, Carson Wentz, and what's the other one that they had?
Nick Foles.
Yeah. You see how
Yeah,
many
yeah, they were
I've
the guys.
I've seen them get chances that other guys don't normally get. And
Carson Wentz was the number one pick of the draft.
okay, but when he came to the pros, he didn't look that good at all.
Yes, he was. He was second year. He was MVP candidate until he got hurt. He was going to win the MVP until he got hurt. Nick Foles was his backup, and Nick Foles took over and they won the Super Bowl. But he was never the same since. But right now he balling for who? Who he balling for right now? He balling. Well, he ain't balling, but yeah, no, he just. But at the same time, you gotta understand, you're going to get a chance if you're the number 1, 2 pick in the draft. You're going to get chances to fail. When you're a fifth rounder, you don't deserve nothing. You lucky you on the team. Fifth
But
rounders
if
usually don't
you're
even make
putting
the
in the work,
teams.
if you're putting in the work, like we've seen, because Tom Brady wasn't no top pick like that, for
Oh
example.
yes.
If you're putting in the work, that's when I'm saying yes, you deserve the chance. If you not, first of all, if he's
So
not
hold
doing
up. You think he
anything,
putting in the
I
work?
think they should have cut him by now.
Okay, so
Yes,
listen.
he's
So
doing
why do you
something
think
to where
they
they didn't
benching
cut
him?
him.
If he putting in the work,
I
they
don't
see
know
him
why
every
it's
day. We don't see
Cleveland.
him. We don't see him. The coaches, offensive coordinators, the GMs, everybody see him every day. So why is
Right.
he still
I mean,
basically third string?
I don't know, but it's something there that they feel like they
Oh my
seeing him that
goodness.
they like, and that's why he there. It's football. If
No,
it's
you got to
nothing
make it
there,
make sense though. Purple, come on, baby. You got to make it make sense,
I
love.
am making sense, Coach. If
No, I'm saying
just
make it make sense,
the fact
not
that
you
he's
make. I said you got
starting,
to make the situation make sense. If a franchise who needs a quarterback, who's looking for a future quarterback, and they didn't ship what 8, 7 quarterbacks around already just this season, trying to figure out who's going to do what, and he has not moved from his depth chart for real until they traded Joe Flacco because Cincinnati called wanting him because Joe Burrow went down. So again, he would be third, fourth string for real. If Deshaun Watson was on the team, he would actually be fourth string quarterback. So I'm saying, why is it that he ain't moved up the depth chart? It
I
can't
don't
be
know.
because
We
of
gotta
racism. I know we're
coaches.
not gonna say that, right?
No, I'm not gonna say that, but you need to talk to the coaches.
So what is it? You got to.
I
That's what I'm
don't
saying.
know
Let's make it make sense.
in
Why would they
the
hold Shador back?
I don't know. I'm not in the film room. I don't know what their reasoning is behind doing what they're doing.
No, I'm not. I'm saying, what's your perspective? Like, what's your thoughts on it though? Like, do you have like what you think it might be the reason, like
I
other
don't
than
know because
football reasons?
I don't think. See, I'm not, with the racist stuff. Even though I feel like the NFL is, and they pick and choose. I don't know because Cleveland has been cheeks.
Nah, man, they just paid a black quarterback the most money out of anybody in NFL history who just got
Oh,
finished with a bunch of grape cases. What are we talking about?
but
So
yes,
they can't
again,
be they can't
I
be
didn't say
biased on black
I
quarterbacks,
didn't say
right?
they were biased on black quarterbacks. I said the NFL in general picks and
Yeah, but
chooses.
we not see now we not nah. The NFL, okay. So again, you got to still make this make sense. The NFL adores Deion Sanders. The NFL, the shield of the NFL, he has made them a lot of money and still making everybody money till this day. They
Agreed.
love Deion Sanders. That's why Shador is on the team. If
I'm not
Shador's
saying
last
I
name
don't
wasn't
believe that's why
Sanders, he
Shador
wouldn't
is on
even
the
make the
team.
NFL.
I don't believe that's why Shador is on the team, by the way.
That's cool. You don't have to believe it. And that's cool. But when all reality is, they're not trying to hold Shador back because of
I didn't say
they
they
don't
were.
like they don't like Dion, or
I
they
didn't say
racist, or like nothing but football reasons. Like we because nothing else makes sense. That's what I'm saying. If it don't make sense, it ain't the truth. Nothing else makes sense. It's not racism. It's
I didn't
not
say it
like they're
was.
not in the business of playing that type of a game.
Oh, I think they are.
Oh my God. So they got a quarterback that's a franchise type of quarterback, but they gonna hold him back. Like that doesn't make sense. If all the money that he could make them, especially if he was a starter and he was actually good and would lead them, like he could possibly lead them to the, the promised land or the playoffs. That would be crazy. They're not in the like. Come on, man. It doesn't make sense. Like they see him every day in
But
practice
that's
and they're
cool.
like,
That's
oh
cool.
yeah,
That's
he
cool.
tearing it up in practice, but yeah, we gonna keep him at third string because yeah
I don't know. Cleveland in general as an organization has sucked. They might have had maybe 2 great seasons since I've been born. They've been ass cheeks. It's Cleveland.
but what does that mean? They have a
What do you mean?
two-time.
What does it mean?
They
We
have a
talking about how Charlotte is
Well,
bad
Paul,
as an
say this right
organization.
here, Paul. Oh, hold on 1 second, Purple. I can say this right here, Paul. They traded Flacco. They traded Kenny Pickett. So they must feel that Shador is somewhat serviceable in order for them to get rid of two quarterbacks that were higher in the depth chart than he was. So they
no
could have
because
Shador if they wanted to. He was tradable.
you was cutting in and out, but I heard what you said for the most part. And no, they only traded Flacco because the Cincinnati Bengals gave him a deal, and they
And
wasn't
Kenny
using
Pickett.
Flacco.
But they traded Kenny Pickett. They traded Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, because
For
they knew Dylan. Because Dylan. Okay, so what you gotta look at is the quarterback they drafted first in this draft was Dylan Gabriel. And when they seen Dylan Gabriel, because they got Kenny Pickett to really back up Flacco, so that's why they had got Kenny Pickett to back up Flacco and wait till Deshaun Watson either got back on the active roster. Once they seen Dylan Gabriel could actually fucking play, it was like, okay, well, he better than Flacco. So they benched Flacco and put Dylan Gabriel as the starter. So this is what I'm saying. They evaluating their talent through training camp. They get to see, okay, we got Kenny Pickett. They even had Tyrod Taylor, I believe, as well in the preseason. So they evaluating what's going on. They like, okay, Dylan Gable's definitely better than Kenny Pickett, so we don't need fucking Kenny Pickett because we got Deshaun Watson, Flacco, and Dylan Gabriel plus Shador. So no need for Kenny Pickett. Then when they seen Dylan Gabriel is even better than Flacco, bench Flacco, and Cincinnati ended up losing Joe Burrow and said we could take Flacco, and they gave him a call. So so the
But what
coach
I'm saying is
after
this.
that, everybody thought automatically Shador was going to be the number 2 quarterback, and the coach come out and say, "Nah, I'm looking at Zach Bailey from the practice
That's what
squad
you know was some
to
trickery.
compete for the second string." So that he's not high on Shador at all, actually.
Yeah, the coach might not be high on Shador, but that doesn't
That's
mean
what
that he's
matters.
trash or he's a bum. It just,
Yeah,
but Andrew Barry might be high on Shador. But anyway, the game started back. So Miller, Miles Bridges hit another 3 flight.
Yeah, I know. But nonetheless, man, listen, this is the same organization that let go of my man Baker Mayfield. This man Baker Mayfield playing MVP football. So this is not the top evaluating, franchise. So I think they need to give this motherfucker a call. Nonetheless, they need to get this guy in the game. It's gonna happen eventually, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I hope so. So everybody can see how much of a bust he is. I hope
I think they are clearing the decks, though. I mean, it's just something's gonna happen. He is the number 2. He's QB2.
Yeah, the coach didn't want him to be though. That's like by default. It's not because he earned the QB2. Like if Joe Flacco was there and he beat Joe Flacco out and pushed him down to the 3 and he was the number 2. No. And they weren't shopping Joe Flacco around comfortable, like, oh, we got Shador at number 2, so we can get rid of Joe Flacco. No. They activated Deshaun Watson. That's what happened. He's on the roster now. He's not playing yet, but he's on the roster. So so that's what a lot of people, I don't think they're realizing. They activated Deshaun Watson to get back to training and doing that type of shit. So he's on the active roster. So Shador is really still 3rd string. He's 2nd string by default because Cincinnati Bengals wanted Joe Flacco.
I know, Pope, but what I'm saying is that they could trade Shador at any given time, as long as the trades are open. But they chose not to. He's only a 5th round pick. Losing him, if he's a bum, if he's trash, it wouldn't mean nothing, right? They could just go ahead and trade him. But they didn't. They still kept him on the roster. And now he's QB2. And he will play this season, according to Kevin Stefanski.
I hope he plays. But again, you under the impression that anybody would trade for him, bro. They passed on him 5 times. The whole league, not just the Cleveland Browns, the whole entire NFL passed on him 5 times. So what would make you think?
That's
Listen,
not an anomaly.
Trust me, if he was like that, or if anybody liked what they seen from him in preseason, then Cincinnati Bengals, they wouldn't have called for old ass Joe Flacco. They would have called for Shador Sanders because he's available. He's sitting at 3rd string. You would have been able to get him for nothing.
Like nobody wanted him. You just mentioned that Philadelphia wanted him. You mentioned that the Baltimore Ravens wanted him. So his talent was.
I think that's a lie, to be honest. But go ahead. I think his daddy lying. But go ahead.
There's no need to speak on it then if you don't believe that's accurate. But only thing I'm saying now that
I think it's crazy that fact that he would even consider trying to, like, for his daddy to say it like it was a flex. Because the only reason why his daddy to me said it was to save face. Like, oh yeah, other people wanted him. I don't believe it because we watched his whole legendary draft party. So, and he was hawking every call he was making sure, hey, make sure you got the ringer up. And so nobody fucking called him. But the Brown and that
Lamelo with the and one. Yes.
That prank caller. Yeah, that's only 2 calls he got. So all of a sudden, 5 months after that, his daddy want to come out. Yeah, the Eagles called him and Baltimore called him and acting like somebody else wanted him. I call it wash. But to think that's smart or to try to like, oh, he turned him down. That just even furthers make you look like a clown. Like what? You turned
Okay.
the Eagles down. You turned Baltimore down to
With, with,
get your
with all that
stupid ass
history,
stuck
Pope.
on the Cleveland Browns.
Okay, but Pope, with all that history, and your elaboration and observation that goes along with it, right now he stands at QB2. So he's
Yeah,
one play away from being
I
the
hope he
starting
get in.
quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
I hope he get in. I really
He
do.
will get in. The coach already said he's going to play this season. But
Did
when,
he?
we don't know. Yes.
And I didn't hear
He
the
will see
coach
the field.
never say that, sir.
Yeah.
I've
Okay,
been
well,
following this pretty closely too. I ain't
okay, just
reported on it, but I've
Google
been
it.
following it
Yeah,
pretty
just Google
closely.
it. Google it and see Kevin Stefanski say Shadur Sanders will see the field this year.
And then another
And I
thing,
know y'all. I know
anybody seen
Flighty
that?
said
Anybody
Baker
see the way
Mayfield and so on
Pittsburgh?
and so forth, but
Hey,
they didn't have Kevin Stefanski.
hey, did you
He's
see
a
the way
two-time
Pittsburgh
coach
was
of the year.
playing them?
Just in case we didn't know that, Kevin Stefanski is a two-time NFL coach of the year, not one but two times. So he's a coach that knows what the fuck he's doing, right? His resume speaks for itself, and he's an offensive minded coach. So there's no way he got Shador Sanders, who he watching every
That's
day in
not. He
practice
didn't
and
get
film
Shadur.
room, and he is shutting him down and
Pope,
don't even want to. He didn't even
Pope,
want to announce him as the quarterback
Pope.
too, bro.
You're leaving
Like
out
you got to
context.
understand that. You don't understand,
But
bro.
you're leaving
He
out
been in
context.
camp.
It wasn't him. Hold on, Pope. It wasn't
Go
him.
ahead.
Remember the owner. Remember the
Mhm,
owner Haslam said he didn't want Shadur on the team. It was Andrew Barry. He said
mhm.
that they had several meetings and cooler heads prevailed. And he said the right people was in the room at the right time for him to to draft Sanders as the next pick, which was the
Uh-huh.
fifth round. He didn't want him. He didn't want
Okay.
Sanders. Keep that in mind. So that was
Okay.
Andrew Barry call. He
o-
stipulated and emphasized Andrew Barry made the
Okay.
call.
That's cool. Okay, make your point. What's the point about that?
The point is that it wasn't Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski didn't ask for Shador. Hey man,
Okay.
is this guy's ready?
So
I need you to pull him
So you
if
think
he's
if
available.
a coach don't specifically ask for a player and the player is performing in practice and film study and he's wowing you, just because you didn't pick him, you're not gonna play him? You're not gonna move him up the depth
Sometimes,
chart?
Pope, you don't play sports. Sometimes we know there's politics in there.
No, and that's not no
Not always.
politics, sir.
No, don't do
Especially,
that, Pope. Pope, don't
listen,
do that.
listen,
You a
listen.
coach. Don't do
Uh-huh.
that, Pope.
So I'm
You a
not
coach.
going to do that. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm asking you not to do because it's simple as ones, twos, and threes. It's like this.
We done heard
If the
professional players
GM
talk about the politics of the game. We know
no
it's there.
here go here, this I'm about to talk about the politics right here for you right now. Let me land this plane real quick. I'm going to be real quick too. The GM can fire the coach, right? So if the GM picks a player and the GM feels like this player can move up the depth chart or is good enough to play, because the GM is at practices and watching everything too. It ain't just the coach. So the GM who picked this player wants this player to obviously play at some point, and the player is looking mighty fine in practice, but yet you still refuse to play him. You putting your job on the line then when it comes to politics. So if if the coach is not going to not play a player that the GM who is over his job wants him to play, sir. So again, like we have to understand Kevin
No,
Stefanski is not playing this dude because of
no,
football
that's not true. He played
purposes.
him twice. He played him twice. Don't say he's not playing them. He played him twice in the
In
preseason.
preseason, of course, Dex.
Okay,
Come on,
he
bro.
played him
Come
twice.
on now.
Now
Come on,
he's
Dex.
QB
Come
two.
on now,
Listen,
Dex.
now he's
Come on now, Dex.
QB two. He will get in the game. You will see. And when you come,
Dex.
just come to
If the
Flight
what I'm
Sports
telling
TV.
you is but see what you keep ignoring, and I don't know why, because you're a very intelligent guy. You keep ignoring the glaring fact that the coach wasn't even confident enough to come out. He came out to the press conference and said he is not the number two. We're looking at Zach Bailey or Zappy Bailey, Bailey Zappy, whatever, to compete for the number two job. A guy who you just put on the practice roster not too long ago, who hasn't been with you all training camp, right? You had Shador since day one this season. You've seen more of Shador in your locker room and in your practice field than you have Zach Bailey. So for the coach to even question that, I don't think he number 2 yet. We're gonna look at some more stuff. Come on,
LaMelo out
dog.
here
You
playing
know
defense.
better. You know that's saying, hey, bro, nah, I don't even feel comfortable enough for if Dylan Gabriel go down in the game to have your ass trot out there. I'd rather have Zappy Bailey, who has started 15 starts in the NFL at least, all right, and got some experience in the NFL, even though he just got here and he been on the practice squad. I'd rather put him out there than you. That speaks volumes, and you ignoring it. You want to turn that down.
But what about what they did to Baker Mayfield?
They didn't do nothing to Baker Mayfield. What do you mean? Baker
No,
Mayfield started basically day 2,
remember they
day
pushed
3.
his ass out the door. They was about to do him dirty, bringing in Deshaun Watson. That clearly was a shitty move.
However you want to call it, nobody was crying over Baker Mayfield or even looking at Baker Mayfield like he would.
Wow.
And this is the point. But see, this is
Miles
what y'all still,
Bridges,
because y'all trying to act
Airbnb.
as if this is the same. This not the same man. You can say it's the same Cleveland Browns, but this is not Kevin Stefanski. This is not Baker Mayfield wasn't playing for Kevin Stefanski. See what I'm saying? So the coach that was there, he got fired because he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So you talking about a 2-time coach of the year now. So you can't sit here and be like, they got a boo-boo coach. Yes, that's a boo-boo organization, and they make bad decisions. And so they even made a bad decision with getting rid of Baker Mayfield instead of the coach and keeping Baker Mayfield and letting him rock with a Kevin Stefanski and see how that might look. That probably would have fed him well. So yeah, they messed up on that. But on the field, the coach that put your ass out there, who sees you every day in practice, that speaks volumes that he don't even want to. Again, even when Flacco got benched, for him not to lift Shador up number 2 before Flacco got traded and put Flacco at 3, that also spoke volumes and saying, nah, if Dylan Gabriel go down, we putting Flacco back out there. Fuck Shador. That's what that said. That's what that spoke. If they was confident in Shador, they benched Flacco, they would have moved Shador to number 2 out the gate.
Well, that's
But
the
they
coach's
didn't,
decision, and he's gonna have to rock with that.
because nothing else makes sense. That's all I'm saying, man. They're not racist, man. They're not none of that shit. They're not none of that shit going, no colluding against
Now, there was
Sanders
some
family.
collusion in that
Again,
draft. Don't do that. Don't do that. There
Dion,
was collusion in that draft.
huh?
There was collusion in that draft.
Not at all, brother. Not at all.
Okay,
That's
I
what's.
believe so.
I mean, that's cool. But again, you seen him play. He had one smooth game. The first game he came out. He looked probable. He looked smooth. The second game, he looked terrible too, like a child. And you can't deny that. You can't blame it on nothing, but he looked like a child to the point where they couldn't even let him finish a preseason game. They benched him for a guy to finish the
Huntley,
game who they knew they were going to
not
cut.
Tyrod Taylor. It was Huntley.
Yeah, Huntley, my bad. Yeah, Huntley. They knew they was going to cut Huntley. They benched him because he was so bad that they had to bench him, and he couldn't even finish the game, folks. And again, and that's not them being racist. That's not them colluding. No, that was him.
Why you
He
keep
was
saying
shitting up
racist?
the field.
Nobody brought that up but you. Ain't nobody said nothing about racism.
No, I'm just saying I'm not saying y'all have, but a lot of the outside noise, a lot of the outside noise, not none of y'all on the
Melo
panel.
with a
So
big
let me be
3.
clear. My bad. I didn't mean none of y'all.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. None of y'all.
Melo still
That's
hitting
the
big
narrative
threes.
though, that it's either racism or they hate the Dion. They hate Dion. That's the two narratives. That's what people running with.
Okay, Pope, we want to get you back on these Hornets. Okay, we feel you on that. That's good that you have deep insight on that Cleveland Brown thing. We're gonna get more into that as the season unfurl. But would you look at Miles Bridges and Lamelo getting back Airbnb again in this game?
Why we got the Grizzlies stats up? Can we pull the Hornets stats up, box
We
score?
got LaMelo Ball with 13 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Brandon Miller, 14 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists. Miles, the grown man Bridges, with 27 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. I just hope this shit carry over into the regular season. That's
I
all.
think
Them 9 rebounds like a Snicker bar.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying.
I
Miles
think
starting
it
to get
will.
big man out here. Yeah, he gonna
I
need
think
to.
it
You got
will.
rookies.
I think it will carry over.
I hope so.
Now,
What Knip got?
in order to raise in his what's the name,
Hold on.
Con Nipple flight
Well,
or
let me look.
deck.
O'Con got 9 points, 1 rebound, and 4 assists.
How many minutes?
21 minutes.
21, 9, and 4.
I mean, like I said, he doing his job. He's there to hit threes. I think he hit 3 of them. So I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Oh yeah, he get to that bucket too. I'm telling you, like, you'll see. Like, I can't wait. I'm excited for the season.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him. I want the Hornets to do something. You know,
I
So,
he's
hope we
gonna open
do.
up the floor. He's gonna open up the floor for everybody.
so Pope, who's your starting five for Charlotte?
Ah shit, niggas they got. Oh no, I'm starting Con though. Fuck that Trey Man nigga. I'm starting Con Knipple.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm starting Con off the top. What he's stretching the floor, he's spreading the floor. Are you kidding? And
So
he
you
get
Wow.
to
putting
the
him over
rack.
Josh Green? You putting Khan over Josh Green?
Hey,
Hell
hell
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Con Knipple, you need, especially listen, a guy like Con, how you build it up, how you build him up too, because he's a super hooper. So as a coach, you got a nigga like him who's gonna feed. You already got your main scorers in Lamelo, Bridges, and Miller. You already got that in them. So Khan is the nigga that now they ain't gonna be able to leave him, so y'all can operate. And if they do leave him, he gonna be very efficient and confident when he do it. And then on the flip side, on the defensive side, he also get busy. He a smart player. So he gonna do all the shit he need to do. And he not scared of no shot. He gonna take any shot. He not scared of no shot. So yeah, he fits with the starting lineup. But Trey Man, you want that spark come off your bench. A veteran nigga can come in. He hungry to get buckets because he's just coming in the game. And so yeah, hell yeah, you have Conker Nipple. Josh Green too. He can come in and play the small forward. Then you got Sexton and the other niggas, wherever Sexton probably do the point guard thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, hell yeah, you start conking it because that's
LaMelo
gonna
with a
build his
corner three.
confidence. And if you plan on
LaMelo
going
just
to
hit
the
a corner
playoffs,
three
you're
ball.
gonna want him to be battle tested and have as much his experience as possible. So by the time you get to the playoffs, he gonna be playing like a fucking vet in a sense.
Well,
Because he gonna have
I
that.
hope we get to the playoffs. You know that we
I
talking
That's
feel
how
about
you
like
got
the
to
11.
plan though. You got to shit as a coach, nigga. We not going into practice like, hey, I hope we get out. Fuck that, nigga. We get into the playoffs. I need to start you right now in the beginning of the season. So by playoffs, nigga, you be playing like a fucking vet, and you gonna understand the ins and the outs of shit.
we keep forgetting about Spencer Dinwiddie. Fuck.
Yeah, there's other people on this roster. I think they are going to start the rookie. I wouldn't be surprised if the Hornets started either Kalkbrenner, and I think Khan eventually is going to get in the starting lineup if he don't start right out the gate. You know,
I'm surprised he ain't starting out the gate already.
no,
I
he
was
has
really shocked
started.
to
He
see
has
that.
started, but it's times where he didn't. But also, you got to understand, even Lamelo had to come off the bench. I know we were scratching our heads with that, and then
Huh?
Brandon Miller came off the bench too. He didn't just start off right out the gate.
Now
So
Bridges also came off the
I expect Khan to. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, but I just think that's
Okay,
how
I
you
got you,
got to
Clay.
plan.
So the question is,
Yeah, I feel that.
if Grant is ready by December, who goes to the bench?
Hey, Grant Williams ain't gonna start. I think he's gonna add extra depth to this team. You know, that's what I think.
Oh,
He'll
we
Hornets
start.
are.
still got Grant Williams.
Yeah.
Yes.
What happened with Miller? No, there's a Hornets on
Oh
the
yeah, you
19
trade
team
him.
now.
He trade bait.
Who Grant?
Hell yeah,
I
trade
don't
bait.
know who's on bait for him.
Yeah, maybe
He
you
coming
got
off
you
a
can.
big injury too. I mean, how much are we expecting? He broke
They
his
said
whole
he's
leg.
supposed to.
Remember?
I got a question for Pope. Pope, how
Yes,
many
sir.
points do Lamelo need to average for the Charlotte Hornets to be relevant? At least a seven
Yeah,
seed.
27, 28. But
Wow.
it's about
Yeah.
but he easily can do that. That's what I'm
Miles
saying. Oh,
Bridges.
I agree.
man, he easily can lead the league in scoring, bro,
Miles
and
Bridges
assists.
catching alleys, man. He tearing the
That's
rim
why
down
I asked you
again.
that question
Oh,
about the
Bridges,
Yes.
Pope.
He dunking again, y'all. He dunking.
he dunking again.
Yes.
They just trying to get his trade value back up. That's all.
Listen, Zion.
Zion
I've been
looking like
saying
an
it.
icon.
I
Miles
hope he
Bridges,
stay
he the
healthy.
centerpiece in that deal. Miles keep playing like this. He gonna be an attractive piece out there in the trade market.
I seen Pope pop on the screen. I thought I was on the scene. I said, "Oh shit, what's that? It's fucking Caldwell Pope." Okay, all right, fuck
I
me up.
like to shout out to his agents because they keep him a job. Shout out to them. They make sure he keep a job.
Who that?
KCP.
But
Oh,
sports.
KCP.
But
Yeah, he a champion. Fucking
that
champ.
that that dunk was another Airbnb performance.
That was from Melo.
Lamelo threw that from out of bounds.
Ouchie. I can't wait to see it. I don't know what channel. It ain't come on under my channels.
League
What is it
pass.
on?
League
He said
pass.
league pass.
Oh, I gotta go grab the league pass
Yeah,
again.
you need
That's
league
right. I
pass.
gotta renew.
You need Peacock. You need Disney.
Amazon.
And you need Disney Plus. You need all that shit.
I
Amazon.
got
You need
Disney
all of it.
Plus. What's popping? I should be able to
Okay.
watch it on there.
Yeah,
Nah,
they're gonna have games on there. Not too many. Hornets not gonna be on Disney Plus that much, but they
See,
probably will
I'm
be
just
replacing
nervous
it.
because
I
every
need
time I
league pass.
grab the motherfucking league pass, like I grabbed the WNBA league pass and the Caitlyn got hurt, and then I grabbed the WNBA league pass. I mean the NBA league passes all the other years, and Melo get hurt every fuck. I'm not done it.
But
I
the
only get
Fever
it
did
for
good this year, though.
I
The
only did
Fever
it
did
for Mellow
really good
Ball,
this year.
man.
Yeah, the Fever did do good.
Yeah, man, everybody did good, man. The league sucks. Everybody's on the same playing field.
Leah Boston was cooking.
Hell no, she is terrible.
They might have to go through her next year.
They
Melo
are
from deep.
terrible. All
That was
them bras
airball.
is
Melo shot
terrible,
an
man.
airball.
Women basketball need to do away. It's a waste of time. Unless you're gonna get
Okay, you
real
ain't gonna get no
coaches.
Clayton. You won't get no Clayton Clark if they do away with women basketball.
Yeah, that's all right. Kaden Clark is one person. It's a terrible game.
What
It's
about
not even
Juju
basketball.
Watkins? She's coming in
It's
next
called
season.
boxing. It's called basket boxing.
What about Juju Watkins?
He's terrible. They are terrible, folks. If you ain't shooting from 30, listen, Kaylin Clark is like that because she can throw the mellow ball like passes and she can shoot from 34 feet on a regular basis. That's it. So, other than that, them girls is playing like eighth graders.
Well,
Wow, Pope.
Yeah,
look,
they
come on,
not.
listen.
Yeah,
We can't make it.
see, you
Listen,
never seen a girl who can really throw the ball from one side of the court to the other on the money. And that's like you never seen that ever. You don't see no girl can grab a rebound and one dribble and toss that bitch down the floor like Lonzo Ball. She do that.
Charles
That-
Lee is trying to coach for once.
yeah, putting LaMelo in a good situation. But the Hornets, they up. Listen, another thing. These teams ain't playing nobody. So Hornets, they on the 20. We probably ain't gonna see Melo no more. It's 20.
Yeah, I'm
They
about to
on
say
a
Melo's still
23-5
in
run.
third quarter.
Yeah,
That's what
they got 100 points
done.
already too.
Right. What
Charlie
are we
got 100
doing?
points
This
already.
game is in the bag. That's what I'm saying. That's
This
silly,
game
Yeah,
man.
is over.
LaMelo might be
What is this
done.
coach
He might be
doing?
done.
He needs to trust start treating Melo like a stud. Like this nigga didn't play every preseason game. You don't need to play all these fucking preseason games.
Yeah, you do.
What?
They ain't won
No, he
nothing.
The
don't.
Hornets, they need everything. He need
Yeah,
to
they
put
ain't won
Matt
nothing.
in
Put the
too.
motherfuckers out there and let them play.
Nah. Your star player, you protect them, folks. When it comes to
You protect
especially
them. You protect them by letting them play under control.
nah, man, I ain't risking. He got injured that one year. That started all the fucking injuries with the ankle in preseason. What was that? Like that was what his third year. Third year, he got
Yeah.
fucked up in preseason, and
Yeah.
he been battling that shit ever since because of fucking
Yeah.
preseason. There's no way I'm gonna risk my nigga again in no fucking meaningless, especially third quarter. We up 100.
But they gotta play. They gotta get in
what are we
shape.
doing?
They gotta get in winning shape. You can't get in winning
Yeah,
shape by
what I'm
looking at
saying is,
everybody else play.
see, like how Luka made his debut yesterday, the other day.
Yeah,
That's
he
what I
practically
mean.
played the
Like
whole
he didn't.
game though.
What I'm saying is, no, he played 22 minutes. What I'm saying is, yeah, he only played 22 minutes, folks. What I'm saying is, he
Half
didn't
the
play the
game.
first two preseason games. He played the third and fourth preseason game.
Because
That's
he
what
was
they
playing
couldn't did for
overseas.
Melo.
No,
Shea
Luca played.
Gilchrist, same
No,
thing.
stop. Pope. Luca was playing overseas, winning championships. So
That's fine.
he needed a rest. These
And
guys ain't doing nothing.
Giannis was
They
too.
ain't doing nothing but driving their Maybachs and Cullians and Lamborghinis and stuff like that. They ain't doing too much playing basketball.
I would listen. I'm not worried about fuck everybody else. I know we lost Melo damn near every year after he got hurt in that preseason game, his third season. We didn't and so I'm gonna be cautious. This third and fourth preseason game, yeah, let's ball out, give you 25 minutes, 20 some minutes, and let's get ready for regular season. But
Yeah, he's done.
but that's
Oh,
cool.
Connaughton. We got a Pat Connaughton sighting. Flight, your
Okay.
boy's finally out there.
Well,
I'm starting to
I
think
can't
Pat
say he's my
Connaughton's
boy,
gonna be
but
a part of the G
he's
League
gonna be a
team.
good player for him.
Well, you've been calling for him.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm calling for all people who know how to win
Who
for the
is it?
Charlotte Hornets. I think Connaughton is going to be a good piece for him. Let's see. I
Let's
want to
see.
hope that he got an ace in the hole. That he holding out somebody that's playing
Charlotte
well
gonna be
in practice.
fighting tooth and nail for the 10th and 9th seed.
I think so.
Better.
I think they might get it this year. They got
Yeah,
if Miles keep playing
If
like
they
this,
don't get
it'll be
above that,
changed.
it's a disappointing year.
Yeah,
yeah, you
Yeah,
got him
they
at the
gotta be
6th
above.
seed.
They gotta be 7,
Purple,
6
hey,
seed.
Purple got him at the 6th seed. I'll be damned. I'll be damned if they make the 6th seed because if somebody lay $1,000 for them to be in the playoffs, ooh wee! Like
I
what
just
is it
think
like?
they got.
What is it, like 30,000 to 1 for Charlotte to have an automatic playoff bid? If you lay $1,000, $30,000.
Okay. Okay. That sound about right there. What you said, to make the
That's
playoffs?
bad
Just to make the
crazy right there.
playoffs?
Yeah, no automatic bid, not make the playoffs. That's different because they can make it through the play-in.
So
An
you mean
automatic
so
playoff
6
bid.
seed.
Yeah,
6
6th seed or
seed.
better.
Mm. See, that's all. See, I would see. It all depends on Melo. If Melo healthy, I'm with it. If I can force it, like if I can turn injuries off, like on 2K, I'm making that bet 1,000 times over.
No ankle
Hey, Pope,
bracelets.
I ain't finished yet
That's a
because
good
I
sign.
think Atlanta gonna make the playoffs in the top 6.
He gonna make it this year though. I gotta. Melo, come
That's
on, he
what I'm
got to,
saying.
man. That nigga been a killer since forever. He,
Because Indiana, I think, is gonna slide down, like I told Dex. How far down, I don't know. Boston is gonna slide down, and Philadelphia definitely sliding down.
Boston
And
ain't sliding too far. They ain't going no further than the 6th seed, Boston. So that's not
that's what I
too
like to
far
see
from
nah,
Boston.
Melo.
I think they might be in the play-in. It depends when
Oh.
Jason Tatum coming back.
Did you see Boston against the who did they play? The Cleveland Cavaliers? Boston looked really good.
No,
You think Spurs will make a trade for Melo, Fox for Melo?
nope. As
Don't
long as
think they'll do
Fox
it.
got some say, he ain't going nowhere.
Charles Lee would love that.
You think? See, I think it'll work for the Hornet. Hey man, I'm hoping. I'm hoping something like that happen.
Charles
Something
Lee
like
would
that
love that.
happen. I'm telling
He
you,
can
nigga, it's
finally
gonna
take
be
over the team. Lamelo is the only one keeping Charles Lee from taking over that team.
It's gonna be Melo gets to somewhere like that with a nigga like Wemby on the squad. Oh Lord. Some players, some real
But he in the
formidable
West
players.
Coast. He in the
Uh,
West. He's in the West.
so what? Melo go cook everything up with a Wemby and the other niggas that they got. You get rid of Fox and something else maybe, but damn
But
near
you know
even
how
trade
they
across the board.
got Harper and Castle still over there
Why
too.
Zion James look like
Yeah.
Drew
Yeah, you
Holiday?
get Melo, Harper, Castle, and Wemby.
But
Shit.
you don't need Harper, Castle, and Lamelo if Lamelo went there.
Well, you get rid of whoever. You clear the decks. You get to keep Wemby, and we'll start from scratch. It's simple. You go get Melo for Fox and trade Castle for something else, and trade Hardy or whatever. Keep one of them. Come off to whatever.
He ain't going to the Spurs. I think the Spurs would have got him before they got Fox.
They
They
couldn't.
asked for.
being
They
older.
inquired about Lamelo.
I mean, yeah, they did their job. They was looking in.
All right, so I don't know. I just hope Melo get to saying I demand a trade soon around this motherfucker.
But I
Get out.
just feel like his situation won't get better. Like he's not gonna go to a better team than what he's already on. It's just gonna be a worse situation.
How? If he go to a winning team, what do you mean? If
What?
he go to the Bucks with Giannis, or he go to
But
76ers with
Ooh,
Embiid,
that'd
what do
be
you
Giannis,
mad
mean?
crazy.
Giannis. First of all, I don't think Milwaukee has the capital to even get Lamelo. That's first. But that's if Giannis stays in Milwaukee.
I'm just saying, if he go to a team that got pieces, what do you mean it's gonna be worse?
But I'm
That could it be
asking,
worse?
which
If he
team is that? Which team? Like realistic,
What about Houston?
76ers, Spurs,
What
Sacramento
about
Sixers
Houston?
don't have
Kings,
no picks, huh?
huh?
Houston, the Rockets.
I heard a
Any
lot of
team that
people.
got players, put him on Phoenix with the light skinned kid,
Nah.
Booker.
Phoenix is dead. Phoenix is dead.
You put
They
Melo
dead to
with
say.
Booker and
And
He can
they
go
whoever
to. He
already
can
else
go to
they
the
got.
Houston Rockets
traded.
though. He
From
can go
what I
Houston.
heard about
Houston
them,
to be nasty.
yeah.
Put him on Orlando with Pablo Banchero. And
Mm,
But
put him
see,
over there with them niggas.
but
yeah.
see, the
Well, I'm
thing
telling you.
about Pablo is, I've been paying attention to the discourse. A lot of people feel like Franz is the best player on that team. Now, I feel the opposite. I think it's Pablo, but to each his own. So I don't know.
Paulo is the best player. France is not even an All Star yet, right?
Paulo is definitely the best player.
Yeah,
That's
everybody
what I'm
knows
saying.
that.
But
I
this
mean,
is like this team is Franz.
but France is definitely smooth, and they can keep both of them and get Melo because they got all kind of shit over there. They got all
Yeah,
kind of
that's true.
motherfuckers.
But I still think. Oh, and remember they just got Desmond
Uh,
Bain.
That's
But
what I'm
I
saying.
don't.
So yeah, that's what I mean. It's a bunch of teams that
Yeah,
Melo
I
can
don't
end
think
up
so.
on, and
I think he goes to a team
But
that'd
like
be way
but
better.
but if
Bulls.
Lamelo takes Charlotte to an automatic playoff bid, what would that do for his young career?
He'll
Nothing.
make. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. He's making the All NBA team, and
Oh yeah, for
maybe
sure.
he'll be
Shit
in.
like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, shit like
And
that. That'll happen. But yeah, no. He need to be somewhere where he can be playoff bound, like deep in the playoffs, and he can showcase what he really do on that
but
stage,
I'm asking you, what
on
team?
that big stage.
What
Eastern
team?
or Western Conference finals, shit like that. Melo out there, shit. Put him on Cleveland. Trey Lonzo for Melo.
Mm.
Put him with them
It's
niggas.
hilarious to
Watch
me.
him work.
It's hilarious to me though with Cleveland now that they got Lonzo that they talking about trading Garland. That's funny.
Pope, you dirty
That is
Pope.
so
No, don't
funny.
let Pope get away with that. Pope, you a dirty dog trying to get
But
Lonzo down to that mess in Charlotte and then alleviate all of the stress for Lamelo to go to Cleveland.
listen, Lonzo not
You
the
dirty
line.
for that, Pope. Oh
I'm
my
just saying,
God.
Lonzo is no longer Lonzo that we used
No,
to
you see
know
him
of
last
old.
night? Did you see
He,
Lonzo last night?
he not Lonzo of old.
Yeah. Lonzo was
Lonzo
acting
ain't
a
been
fool out
Lonzo
there in
of
that court.
old since the Lakers, since he messed his knee up at the Lakers,
Well,
bro.
I mean, all that, okay,
Lonzo
but
would
he
have
was
been
acting a fool.
way colder than what he is right now, even
Yeah,
before the injury. Before the
yeah,
injury,
I agree. But still,
man, Lonzo
he
would
was
have
a
been
fool. He was
vicious.
a fool last night, though. I mean, the crowd
Yeah,
was
I'm
going
glad. I'm
mad
glad he
crazy.
got his listen. Man, shout out to Zoe, man.
Pope
Let me
try to
pay
Pope try
homage.
to do a Alonzo. What you call it?
Yeah, man. Lonzo Lamelo
Zoe
swap,
Dunzo,
man. Ball swap.
Lonzo Dunzo, some whatever that you had going on at one time.
Oh, where's Lonzo?
No, not where's Lonzo. You had a little. You coined a phrase like Lonzo Dunzo, something like that.
I don't know, man. I be coming up with all kind of phrases, shit. But yeah, I ain't talking about my boy Zoe. That's good. Shout out to him in Cleveland, man. He on a good
Watch him.
winning
I'm telling
squad.
you, at least watch one game.
Yeah, hell
Lonzo
yeah, I'm gonna
causing
watch. I'm gonna
havoc out there in
watch.
that court.
He on Cleveland. Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch. He on the squad. They got squad. Hey, I wanted to. Oh yeah, I want to see him with with all the pieces he got. See.
He's
I
out
watch
there.
Cleveland
Yeah,
anyway. I
that
watched them last year from time to time. I like
Yeah,
the young fella.
Lonzo is playing with Mitchell,
for right now,
Allen,
Garland.
They're not
what's the
getting rid
boy
of
name?
Garland. Forget about it.
What's the boy name from LA?
Allen,
No, not Allen. The other one.
Mobley.
Man,
Damn,
I'm
how
high.
damn, I know the motherfucker.
Me
You
too.
said from LA, the
Yeah.
Lakers,
What's his
LA.
name? The other big man.
Mosley.
Mosley. Yeah, Mosley. How did I miss that, man?
Because man, you know what I mean. You probably smoking on that good
Evan Mobley
LA
and
chronic.
Isaiah. Evan and Isaiah, they're two brothers.
Nigga,
Yeah.
What's this
nigga
dude
Dex over
name?
there smoking on that chronic.
Yeah, okay. I forgot his name that fast, man. I used to talk to him at the Drew League all the damn time.
Yeah, Evan Mobley, man, Evan Mobley. Yeah.
Yeah, him, Lonzo,
Wait, can
Mitchell,
you imagine
and
LaMelo
Allen.
Ball over there as the point guard, trade Garland
Now
for the?
Melo stay there. No, Melo,
Ooh,
you
what
stay
if they
there
do
now.
that though? What if they
Make
do that
Charlotte
though?
better, Melo.
Let's talk about that.
Make Charlotte better, Melo.
What if Cleveland call up Charlotte and say, look, we got Garland for you.
Garland will go to the nearest tree and hang himself.
I don't know, but
But it
he
ain't
don't
even
matter.
that.
It don't
First
matter
of
what he want to
all,
do. That's fine. But because where's Garland at in this contract? Do we know? Is
I
he on
forgot.
I think
second,
he got an
third?
extension. Yeah, I think he on his second contract.
Yeah, he on his second contract. What year? Second year, third year in his second contract.
I think
I think,
second year.
yeah,
Cause
that's
he a
what
little older than Melo, ain't he? He got
No,
contract before
1 year. I
Melo,
think
didn't he?
1 year.
Huh?
I think he's 1 year older. 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year, 1 year. But he got his contract. Yeah, I just wonder where it's at, and I wonder how you feeling about staying in Cleveland, playing alongside Donovan Mitchell. Plus, the fact that
Shit, he
they
made two
both.
All-Stars. I don't think he got a problem with it.
You don't think so? I think Cleveland
I
got a
don't think
problem
so.
with it though.
Yeah, I would
Well, we're gonna
agree.
see what Lonzo do.
As far
Because
as like,
Lonzo can make Darius Garden expendable.
I agree
yeah,
with that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, and the fact that Garland is small because he's small.
Yep.
If you can get a Lamelo Ball with Lonzo and Mitchell
But the thing
Because they
is,
got a
and
guy
Evan
over there
Mobley,
named Proctor that
I would
played at
ask,
Duke.
I would ask you this
Proctor
though.
over there balling.
No, Proctor is a G League player. Um, what about Mobley? What do you do with Mobley if Lamelo came
He
to
ain't
that
going
team?
nowhere.
what do you mean? What do you do with Mobley? What do you
Because
mean?
I would
You win
assume you
championships.
want
You win championships with
but
Evan Mobley,
it
Alonzo Ball, and Donovan
matters.
Mitchell.
I would think you're moving on from Garland to give Mobley those touches.
Mobley gonna get his touches anyway.
Yeah, if you got
Mobley's an all-star.
LaMelo Ball gonna get everybody touches. What are we talking about? He's the ultimate
Once
point
you're an
guard.
all-star, you're
In
gonna
the
get your
current
touches, no
in the
matter who's
current
on the team.
situation that they're in, out of the three, Mobley gets the least amount of touches currently.
And that would change having Lonzo Ball and LaMelo Ball, either one. See, if LaMelo comes, Lonzo not going to be the starter. He's not the starter now. And when
Absolutely,
they
I
trade
agree.
Garland for LaMelo, he would come off the bench, and not necessarily for LaMelo, but he would come off the bench. And and so Mobley would definitely get touches having either LaMelo on the floor with him or Lonzo on the floor with him, and Donovan Mitchell gonna get his touches. That's how the Ball brothers play. What are you talking about? They
I know
share the
how they
wealth.
play, but it's still a method to the madness.
LaMelo needs to get to the playoff on the Charlotte Hornets first.
They share the wealth. They're gonna be running and gunning. That's what's gonna
Then he can
happen.
think about getting traded.
They gonna
Don't
be
leave
running
until
and
you make the
gunning.
playoff for your team, like Trey Young and Luca, Jason Tatum, Darion Fox, all them other under 25 at the time made the playoffs with their team that drafted them. Now, see, don't do that Tyrese Halliburton shit. Leave and can't make the playoff with the team that draft you, and then go, make the playoff with another team. Make the playoff with the team that draft you. You the face of the franchise right now. Get your ass in gear. Make the playoff. Then start demanding shit.
Really?
You can't demand nothing at 19 and 63. Then look at you and laugh.
this is the same group of coaches that wouldn't give him a vote to start in the All-Star game. Nevertheless, to come off the bench, that's crazy work.
19 and 63.
Man, I'm getting Melo the hell up out of there. I'm his
Smoke, you don't
agent.
want him to make the playoff first?
No, man, fuck the
Get Charlotte
playoffs
to the
with the
second round?
Hornets. No, no, no. I don't like their medical staff. I don't like their front office staff. The ownership is all over the place. We out of here. This is a dysfunctional franchise. It's clear.
Oh my God, Pope
If
done
I got
gave
a
up on the
player,
Hornets.
I'm Lamelo's agent. I got a player like Lamelo. You don't want to waste his career in
He's
Charlotte.
only 23.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we're not about to waste no more time.
There's
LaMelo's
What you
players
mean,
in
homie?
college that's
Tomorrow ain't
23.
promised to you. Hello. Tomorrow, your ankles and your knees, all that shit ain't promised to
How
you.
old is
We seen a
Conklin?
lot
Isn't
Brandon
Conklin
Roy's,
around
Penny
23?
Hardaway's. We need to be in a winning situation where it's winning all around. Because if we on a winning franchise, I mean the brand
Well,
even is
you said
bigger
Penny
than what
Hardaway.
it is too.
What'd
So
you say about Penny Hardaway?
that's more the France money. You know, that's more all of that.
What'd you say about Penny Hardaway?
Yeah, people, you ain't promised tomorrow. You ain't no telling when the knee will go, when the ankle will go, when anything will go. Now you need to be in a situation. That's a situation. Yeah, I
Yeah,
ain't
but
got
Penny
time to
Hardaway,
waste.
he did make a championship though.
Exactly. He was on a winning situation in
Yeah, he
Orlando.
was in
They
a
was
winning
the one
situation. Yeah.
basically the hottest team in the league.
Yeah. Them jerseys was
Yeah,
going off the
they
shelf.
was must see TV.
Yep. You ain't lying.
So yeah, he
Nick
was on the
Anderson, D3.
yeah.
Who else is on that team? Scott Skiles,
Forrest Grant.
Horace Grant,
Yeah, yeah,
Hardaway,
yeah.
uh,
That squad, man.
Jack. That team was mad crazy, man. Nick Anderson.
So that's what I'm
Ooh.
saying. We can't watch Lamelo waste his prime years and possible injuries to stand over here. Even Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy was on in Portland. Portland was hot. But Portland always been relevant in the sense when it comes to the NBA. They always had a formidable squad.
Yeah, they always was decent.
Yeah, so Brandon Roy got the show out. People who know hoops, they always know who Brandon Roy is. Even though he didn't get to, Grant Hill. You feel me? Grant Hill was over on the Pistons cooking before he got injured. Pistons was the
Yeah,
Pistons.
tomorrow is not guaranteed. I agree. Tomorrow's not guaranteed.
So yeah, if I'm his agent,
Lonzo almost was a
I'm
victim
talking
to that.
shit to the
Think
front
about it.
office.
Yeah, Lonzo was almost a victim to that. Luckily, he bounced back.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That was
saying.
incredible.
Well,
Miracle.
so luckily his shit held up too for him to get his max contract, 20 mil plus, very rich nigga. For the rest of it, generational. He got to get his generational wealth on. And now he can just hoop. But Melo, man, we got to see Melo take off like he's supposed to, man. One of the Ball
Man,
brothers
LaMelo tonight.
gotta do it.
I know
And
you
LaMelo is
didn't get
him.
an opportunity. I know you didn't get an opportunity to see any of the game, but LaMelo tonight was spectacular. Miles Bridges was even more. Miles Bridges and LaMelo look like they're trying to bring back Airbnb. I don't know how long it will last because it's based on Miles Bridges and his attrition to finish out games. But LaMelo is ready. And I'm
How
telling you,
many
LaMelo's
assists
going
Melo
full
had
throttle.
tonight?
I think he had like 5 or 6. Mostly the
Like
Miles Bridges.
6.
Yeah, mostly the Miles Bridges alley oops.
Alley-oops, Miles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
preseason, man. Hopefully they can carry this on to the
I
regular. They
think one
better.
went to
They
Conker
better.
Nipple. One assist
Huh?
went to Conker Nipple, and I think the other 4 went to Miles Bridges alley oops.
Kyle still got
Airbnb.
9. Kyle still got 9 points. He's still stuck at 9.
Oh, once they took LaMelo out, I took the game off because that's like watching G League. No Lamelo, no
Oh
England.
man, how you gonna turn
No Miller.
Nipple off? Yeah,
No Melo, no Miller, no Miles. So
I'm fucking
I'm
with
going ahead and watch
John.
the game cast. I'm not going to watch the actual game because it's hurtful.
Uh,
But
all
I
right,
can
man. I'm
give you
finna
this.
get up out of here though, man. It's been
Okay,
fun chopping it up with y'all.
yeah. Make sure you come back during the season because
For
during the
sure, for
season
sure.
you're gonna witness that Shadur Sanders will be up on the center as QB1.
I hope so. I do. I can't wait to come back after that because I'm gonna be laughing.
Yeah, Kevin Stefanski might get Coach of the Year again.
Yeah, okay. All right, man. What?
Right, Pope salute, man. There you have it, man. The Grand Motif himself, Pope B. Frank. Wait a minute, man. What happened? How Charlotte let these people get back in the game? Oh, okay. 124 to 100. Charlotte cracked the 100 threshold in the third quarter. And this is somewhat reminiscent of Charlotte and LaMelo's first and second year, where they was one of the top 3 teams per 100 possession and scoring. And those was the teams that went to a play-in. They got squashed by Indiana and then turned around and got squashed by Trae Young. But nevertheless, they was a high-scoring team, must-see TV, Airbnb in full effect. Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball was fighting for supremacy of who was going to be the face of the franchise. And it had the Michael Jordan era regime in a conundrum of who was they going to pay. Were they going to pay Miles or they was going to pay Melo? And then by default, Miles made the decision for them. And they end up paying LaMelo. And Miles had to get qualifying offers. So Miles has bounced back. He's looking good in his last 2 preseason games. Let's see if that can carry over into the actual season. Because this is what the Charlotte Hornets fan base been waiting for. The return, the resurgence, the resurfacing of Airbnb without interruption. Will Charles Lee allow that to continue, or will Charles Lee step in and insert his ego to thwart, slow down, or stall the surgence of Airbnb to make sure that his offense is ran proficiently in the way that it is schemed and designed to be ran for the totality of a game? Will Charles Lee interfere with the excitement and fan frenzy of Airbnb? Or will Charles Lee stand pat and allow the chips to fall where they may? 126 to 123. Charlotte is up 23 points. And let's get an update on Con Knipple. We got Con Knipple playing 25 minutes with 9 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. And we got Miles Bridges at 29 and 10. A hard double-double for Miles Bridges and 5 assists. If you remember in the beginning of this game, I stand up in that area and be supreme. And I'll be darned if it to call points. Be the only who played 21, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. Now we need B Millie to be up a little bit in that paint. We can't let that 6'10" unnoticed in a restricted area. Lamelo Ball, 26 minutes. Well, you might as well say 28. 23, 8 assists. Most of those assists went to Miles Bridges with the Airbnb connection. And if you watch the game, you could tell 23 points. It's just like a walk in the park for Lamelo Ball. It was so effortlessly demonstrated in 27 minutes, 28 minutes if you count. Body 15, solid performance. McNeely 7 points. Sexton 10 points. Output for Colin Sexton coming off the bench and relief of LaMelo, putting in 18 and a half minutes. T. John Salon still New York. He only played 9 minutes with 2 points. That's good for T. John Salon, who was the 6th that season. There you have the update for the Charlotte Hornets. Solid basketball game. Now, these are not the final numbers because the game is still going on with 6 minutes left. 128 to 103, 25-point lead inside the silo of the Spectrum Center. None of the stars are on the court. On the court for the Charlotte Hornets is McNeely, James, Cunnington, Plumlee, and Simpson. And those probably the guys that might fill out the rest of these minutes. They might put in Dinwiddie. But I think these are going to close out the game tonight. But a solid performance for Charlotte. Back-to-back wins with great and heroic performance for Miles Bridges in 2 games in a row. But this game right here, I'm very, very much impressed with Miles Bridges' output. 29-10 with 5 assists. So Miles Bridges was all over that sheet. Call that a stat stuffer. He shows a is the Charles offensive style of moving the ball. And when you look, they had over 30 assists in this game. 4 from Knipple, 5 from Miles, 1 from Coltbrenner, 6 from Brandon Miller. Good performance for Brandon Miller moving that ball around. Normally, Brandon Miller be so concentrated on ISO, the second coming of Brandon Ingram. Lamelo Ball, 8 assists. McNeely, 1 assist. Colin Sexton off the bench with 6 assists. James, 1 assist. T. John Salon, 1 assist. With the totality of 33 assists in this game, with very grandeur for us and still over 3 minutes left to play. Over that number will change. For the quality of the game, Charlotte Hornets. So that prevented at maximum 21 points at least. And there you have it, which was a major difference that caused the score to be what it is, 132 to 106. 26-point lead for the Charlotte Hornets. And they're going to go into the season on a winning streak. What more can you under the dictation of Charles Lee and the auspice of young guru himself, Jeff Peterson? Shout out to everybody in the chat, rocking with Flight Sports TV. This was a game that all of the Charlotte Hornets participants made themselves known. Those who was coaches' decisions can get ready for the game against Brooklyn because those legs are rested. They didn't play that much. Shout out to you, Nathaniel. Hey, stay up. What's up? Stay up. He said the mic is messing up. Oh, sorry about that, gentlemen. Sometimes equipment gets overheated and the microphone is the one who takes the brunt of the blame. 137 to 110. It's a high scoring game. This is definitely an over. If you tuck the over on the money line, you won that with ease. That's a 250-point game. If you took Charlotte for the spread, you won with ease. So congratulations to all the winners who placed a significant wager on this here battle. He said, how many points, rebounds, assists do Aldama have altogether? Who's Aldama? Nonchalant. Because I don't see that name. Is that for Detroit? I mean, excuse me. Is that for Memphis or the Hornets? Aldama. I don't remember coming across that name. Are you talking about Adama Reeves? That's the only name that I see with an A that I'm not familiar with. Oh, Santi Adama. I don't see that name on here. For the Charlotte Hornets, nonchalant, I don't see that name. Shout out to everybody in that chat, man. Give yourself a pat on the back for joining Flight Sports TV. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And never forget and take for granted the notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience here at Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless. I do not see that name. Let me see if it's for Memphis. Oh, it is Memphis. Yeah, he got 5 points. He played 23 minutes, 5 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. 5 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists for Aldama. So I hope you got that, nonchalant. 5, 6, and 2. So I hope you won the player performance on his behalf because it looked like he might have went under. Jared Jackson Jr. is a high. Oh, no, he's not. Jay Small, whoever that is. I don't even know who that is. He's a point guard. Jay Small got 18 points. He's a high point performer. But everyone in the Memphis Grizzlies top 5 on the roster scored in double figures. That is not the case for the Charlotte Hornets. But the Charlotte Hornets do have 5 in double figures, but not the starting 5. Miles Bridges, double figures. Brandon Miller, double figures. Lamelo Ball, double figures. Diabate, double figures. And Colin Sexton, double figures. I can tell you what, Thunder. The Charlotte Hornets tonight look like a legitimate NBA team. And if they can continue this type of aggressiveness on defense, playing the passing lanes and being very disruptive, they can be a very, very solid 7 or 8 seed easily. So we can see Lamelo in extended season basketball because we haven't seen that in like 2 years, almost 3 years. Lamelo in extended season basketball. Because when we look over the landscape and we go to Rocket Arena, we can almost pencil in the Cleveland Cavaliers as a member of the extended season. And therefore, Lonzo Ball, the first time in his career, will play meaningful basketball past 82 games. And that's good for the Ball family. Shout out to my man Coffee. Coffee to the world. Coffee, did you see your boy Lonzo? Listen, Coffee met Lonzo at one of the Bulls game. Remember when the Chicago Bulls played the Cleveland Cavaliers and they whipped the Cavaliers twice. Them young Bulls was on their ass. And Coffee was taking pictures with Lonzo. And I told you Lonzo was real skinny. And when I seen Lonzo next to Coffee, I was like, oh, poor Lonzo. We need to eat more steak and eggs and welch his grape drink. Shout out to you, Coffee, for snagging that picture with Lonzo, man. That picture was really fire, man. Coffee to the world. Never too easy. So, yeah, this is a good performance from the Charlotte Hornets, man. And when you had Lamelo, Diabate, Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller, and Con Knipple on the floor, I think that was the most productive 5 out of the combination of players that Charles Lee put together tonight. And they showed their ass, and there was nothing that Memphis could do with that combination of 5 on the floor. Because you had Miles Bridges just jumping off trampolines, and you had LaMelo Ball throwing bombs like if he was a kamikaze pilot. So a good win for the Charlotte tonight. The Charlotte Hornets will go into the NBA season 2025-2026 with a 2-game win streak. We know it don't count on the record, but it counts mentally and it counts psychologically that they can have win streaks if everything come together, coaching and playing and execution, which is one of the main drives of how to establish a winning culture. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It wasn't all peaches and cream because in the first half, what I observed as a trained observer, that Charles Lee was just throwing stuff against the wall and hoping to stick. He set LaMelo down for a significant amount of time, which could have been detrimental to the team. For what unknown reason? And then LaMelo gets a foul, and he takes LaMelo out of the game after he got a foul. See, when you start doing this, the team looks at that and like, is he doing that to set an example for all of us that nobody's too big for the uniform? Or is he doing that to only get this guy, this one particular guy, and what I'm talking about, LaMelo Ball, to buy in to the program? I know for certain LaMelo Ball is going for 28 points per. Can you tell the way LaMelo Ball is shooting that ball whenever he decides to shoot? He's going for 28 per. Because once the season starts, a lot of these guys are not going to be shooting that ball like that. A lot of these guys not going to be touching that ball like that. It's only going to go through a few hands. And that's going to be Lamelo, Miller, and Miles, the triple M. Miller, Miles, and Melo. A lot of these other guys are not going to be able to be free nearly with the basketball like that. Because now these games count. And they count towards Charles Lee record. It counts towards the Hornets organization record. And it's going to count towards these players' record. And I'm quite sure Miles, being the oldest tenure, and LaMelo follow right behind Miles, that they don't want to go into the season and get at the 10-game interval and be 2-8 and looked upon as, up, here we go again, another duck season for the Charlotte Hornets. Coach and players are out here jacking wreck. I don't think Miles and LaMelo want that. And from the demonstration that they put on tonight, make me a believer in what I'm saying. Miles was flying through the air as if he was Superman. LaMelo dropping dimes and bombs like a kamikaze Japanese pilot during World War II. How dangerous is that if these kind of acrobats continue to display high level of execution? I think Charlotte could be a formidable team. I don't see him as a 6 seed or higher. I can see him as, at max a 7 seed, or if everything plays out the way I feel it's going to play out, they're going to be scrapping tooth and nail to be a 9th or 10th seed. Because Charlotte's not a complete team. I mean, they got a lot of Caucasians on that team. And you don't win basketballs unless you're the Boston Celtics with multiple Caucasian up and down the roster. That's just how it goes. That's the only team I've seen win like that, is the Boston Celtics. And a team that came close to being dominant but could not win with a roster like that was a Utah Jazz. So I don't see Charlotte getting far with this roster. Things will have to shape out. But it seems like Charlotte is into appeasing a certain fraction of their fan base by grabbing a lot of these Caucasian players. And then they want LaMelo to work miracles with these guys. And we're going to see how that happens. That's why I don't see him going too far, because these are not the type of Caucasians like the boy over there in Miami that came out of UCLA. Played 4 years in college at UCLA. Jaime Jaquez. You know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of Caucasian. Cooper Flag, a different kind of Caucasian. There's not many in the league like that. Of old Gordon Hayward. I think Gordon Hayward was the last relic of that American Caucasian. So we're not going to mention the foreigners. That's different. They come from different countries. They got different backgrounds. We're talking about American Caucasian coming in and making their name out of their nest and becoming very, very consequential for their team and the marketing of the NBA. I don't see that with the Charlotte Hornets, but maybe I'm wrong. But that demographic of the Charlotte Hornets corner, they want something to cheer for, and I don't blame them. I would want something to cheer for too that reflects me, and I can show my kid, look at Colt Brenner, look at McNeely, look at Con Knipple. Son, that could be you. It's hard to do that if you're pointing to players like Cyan James. You're pointing to players like Tijan Salam. You're pointing to players like LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller, telling your son, who's Caucasian, hey, you can go and be like that. That could be you. The reflection is just a little different. But we're going to see how this thing phases out. So my official standing with the Charlotte Hornets, they will fight tooth and nail for a bottom portion of the play-in. But we'll see if they can prove me wrong. What you got going on, Flight? Flight, are you there, bro? Because we got a final. 145. Look at that there. Charlotte Hornets scored 145 in their final preseason game. And they only gave up 116. So 116, that's about league average, I think. It might be maybe an inch or two above league average. Because league average could be like 110, 108 or something like that. But 145, they shattered league average. And if they can be somewhat attuned to that, maybe not 120, maybe not 145, but maybe in the 120s, Charlotte's going to be very, very dangerous and detrimental to opponents. Thunder says, I have them at 26-8. 26-8 is cool. That's a cool number. That is a cool number, 26-8. But remember me when I said what I said, because I've been going on the line since the summer league that Lamelo's going to try to average close to 28. He's trying to get up into that Shea Gilchrist and what's the boy from Philly? Damn, what's that giant name from Philly? See how my brain fogs up on me? How do I not remember the MVP? He's trying to be up there with those guys, the big boys. He can do it. You saw in the minutes that he played tonight, he had 23 points. It didn't even seem like he had that many points because it was like a walk in the park for him. Lamelo is gonna see. This is what I heard. Lamelo was pissed off that he didn't make that All-Star. He was pissed for being snubbed by the coaches in the media. Especially Lamelo felt the media was his friend. He thought that he was a media darling. Come to find out, they stabbed him in the back. And they put Trae Young where maybe Lamelo could have been as an alternate. So he's pissed off. And he's going to come back playing that way. And you see how he scored the little 23 points, and the night before he scored 20 or 21 points. It was like a walk in the park. So you think he can't connect on 4 more shots? LaMelo finna act a fool, man. He finna be up there running with Shea and them boys. Because he see how the media did him. He seen how the coaches did him. But when you put up those numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie. And thank you all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm signing off. I don't know if Flight coming back on to say his 2 words. But you can go ahead and look at the grid and see the final score in any statistical categories that you want to see. Salute, everybody. Thank you for checking in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss 1 iota of an exuberant experience. Yeah, Embiid. Thank you. Damn, how come I can't remember Embiid, man? Joel Embiid. I'm telling you, man, sometimes my brain just go foggy. You know, that's what comes with old age. At least I got to the age where people used to tell me, boy, when you get to this age, you're gonna forget a lot of stuff. And now I'm at that age. That is mad crazy, right? But salute everybody, man. Y'all go ahead and sign off and be a tweaker.